Don't push me, cause I'm close to the edge. I'm trying not to wrap my head inside my mom. Her cooch is wet, it's really yum. Oh my God! Are you ready? No, I said, are you ready? Then for the several hundred in attendance, for the thousands that will watch tomorrow on replay, and for the little Arabian babies that don't speak English. What? What? I don't know why I said that. It's because Aladdin's coming out soon. There's so much wrestling news, guys. Crown Jewel, Saudi Arabia, America, somewhere else, London. Hulk Hogan says he's going to Saudi Arabia. Smackdown, Raw, celebrities fighting. Dave Meltzer fighting with people on Twitter. Tommy Dreamer fighting with people on Twitter. Everybody talking about everybody on Twitter and just bullfuck shit going crazy on Twitter. Plus your Patreon crap and all the other crap that we have here. Plus, I have a new $29 Bernie Sanders has no neck donation. And of course, I gave you guys the code word on Patreon earlier that we're going to be hashtagging all night long, if you remember what that is. Jake DeMarco's in the house. We're going to take your phone calls. There's just a shitload of news. There's just so much news, dude. Like, it's, like, really, like, this is, like, a Mecca news day. It's a super news day for wrestling. And you know, I had this background for tonight's show, and I don't know what the hell I did with it. But I don't know, it may not even matter. I just liked the background. I thought it looked good. I'm like, you know, I'm gonna use that. You ever seen this GIF of Vince? I think I want to turn this GIF of Vince into a donation. Look at this. Are you ready to what? Oh, hey. What is that? What is Vince doing here? I don't know. Anyway, bunch of shit. It's coming up out of nowhere. Grab a beer, grab a friend, grab your neighbor, grab your dog, grab your favorite private vibrator, and let's go. Might pull out the wine tonight. I don't think I have beer, so it might have to be wine. I got Canada Dry, I got coffee, I got some old shitty white wine in the dining room. I don't know. Maybe I'll do it. Or maybe I won't. Maybe I won't drink a fucking thing tonight. I don't even know. Depends on how I feel. We got Throwdown tomorrow night. For all you people that are sick of wrestling, Thursday night Throwdown and Monetize This may go back over to the Corrupted channel coming up next week. But right now they're still here. So tomorrow night, Thursday night Throwdown, 10 p.m. tomorrow night. Be here, right here tomorrow night for the chaos of Thursday night Throwdown. That's been one of the best shows. I've loved that one. Monetize This Friday night. And tonight it's out of nowhere, and there's a lot of wrestling talk. There's NXT was tonight, too. I kind of peeked in on it a bit, but I'm going to save that for Patreon because didn't watch the whole thing. A lot of shit to get to. What's up, Jake? Oh, wait, I didn't unmute you. Hold on. Now you can speak.
There we go. Yeah, what's going on? Big night. Lots of news, lots of drama, lots of fun.
I know what I want to start with. What do you think I want to start with? Like just guess, and it's maybe not what you think.
I was going to say the Twitter world, and everything that's going on with craziness there, but
no,
you want to start with Crown Jewel?
No,
you want to start with Evolution?
Nope.
You want to start with Raw?
Nope. Wow,
you start with my ass.
Wow, you just 0 for 5.
What are we on then? You take us off. Where are we starting?
I want to start with the Smackdown abysmal ratings.
Ooh, that's a great place to start.
What the fuck is going on we know how the ratings have been shit, but like SmackDown has really just gotten the shit end of the balls. And real quick too, I'm going to attempt to try to trigger the donation sounds so Jay can hear them in a few minutes. So I see them coming in. Let me play one just to see if we can trip this off.
Give me a hell yeah!
Hash douche party, here we go, woo. Comma spouting whale.
I accidentally changed the voice to a guy. It sounds like Captain Big Ones. The voice is a guy. I forgot. My mistake.
Again. Oops.
It sounds like Captain Big Ones, kind of. Hashtag douche party. Ed's Views ready. Ed's Views ready. He got the memo on. He got the Patreon memo. God damn it, that was funny. Thank you, Ed's View. Hashtag dish party and whale logo. Like I don't know what it said, but it was funny. Anyway, yeah, SmackDown ratings almost did a 1.9. Almost did below a 2.
Almost.
It did a 2.
This is on the Evolution Go Home. This is also being headlined with Randy Orton and Jeff Hardy. This is also after the 1000th episode celebration. So we figure they might get a little bit of residual viewership from that episode because last week they got a 2.55, which was up from a 2.1 both weeks prior. So October 2nd and October 9th, they both got a 2.1 rating. And the 1000th episode, as I said, got a 2.55. So I figured they'd get a 2.3. It would start to trickle down like we saw with the Raw 25-year anniversary. But yeah, they got below a 2. It was almost a 1.9.
Yeah, it was
They lost over 500,000 viewers in less than a week's time.
Well, they were all excited. They were like, oh, look at the rating on Raw. It was like, dude, Roman Reigns announced he had cancer. So like 300 to 500,000 people that don't usually tune in, or probably 300,000, I think it was, decided to watch because they were like,
yeah,
whoa.
The Raw rating, they saw a 6.3% rise in viewership this week. Yeah. So last week they had a 2.3. This week they had a 2.54. So that's the highest viewership since Hell in a Cell. It's still not a great number overall, but it was an increase.
But you know why? It's because the guy started with people had to turn over like, what? He announced he has cancer? Like, oh my God. And people flicked the channel over. And then at some point they saw Elias turn face with the guitar. And then they just seemed, a lot of people stuck around, to see what's this about, what's going on. And then they saw a Dean Ambrose heel turn. So then they were like, whoa. By the way, I know what it was. It was like, I can't even find all the tweets. I should have screenshotted everything. I can't even find all the tweets that I want to talk about tonight, but one of the things came from the from Don and Tony show or whatever, and it was like, and Tommy Dreamer was in the conversation. There was like a big, huge chat, whatever the fuck. And one of the things that drove me nuts was his comment was like, he was kind of like crapping on like the fans and like how great it was for the kids and stuff like that. And out there, he was like, "What an amazing moment! These kids will, the kids would probably love this. Like, it was so amazing for all of them." And he was talking about basically how the young kids, this was a great moment for the young kids. And I was like, "What? No, this was not a great moment for young kids."
Yeah, no, not at all.
This would be like the Mega Powers break up, and Hulk Hogan announces he's got cancer and he's leaving. And I'm an 8-year-old. That's not a great time. Or a 6-year-old. That's not a great time. I'm like crying. I'm like, when are we going to see Hulk Hogan again, Mom? Maybe never. Like, oh, maybe we don't know. And now Macho Man went heel. So, like, no, I totally disagree with the guy from Don and Tony Show and Tommy Dreamer and all whatever they were saying. It was like they were talking about how great it was for the kids, and they were specifically talking about young kids. They are absolutely wrong. What are they talking about? I mean, it will be like one of the more memorable moments. Like when you're older, you'll be like, wow, that was crazy. But like right now, this isn't memorable for a little kid. This is fucking horrifying. The Shield, you're a little kid, right? And by the way, the resolution is set too low tonight, so I apologize if my screen looks a little blurry. I accidentally set the resolution really low. That was a mistake. But you're a little kid, and you love the Shield, right? And you're a little kid. Well, now the Shield is losing Roman Reigns because he has cancer. And then at the end of the night, Dean Ambrose turns heel and kicks Seth Rollins. And now you realize that all this stuff you loved is gone. Like, this wasn't great. Like, I don't know what they were talking about. It was hilarious to read the tweets. I wanted to be like, no.
Yeah, because he had also made another comment along the line saying, like, something along, I want to quote it exactly. I'm trying to find it here. I had it before, and I think some of it was taken down, actually, like you said. But was going on about how, they're just marks if they don't enjoy this. And it was like very, I don't know, snooty, and I just don't get it. I don't really care for it.
We're coming for you, D-Moon! Sorry, the Red Sox just won, so sorry, I freaked out.
Hell yeah.
This is great. This is. I'm
let's
wet.
See if I'm trying to find it. Somebody had sent it to me before, but I apparently, because it was a quoted tweet, now it's gone. Gotta love the way Twitter works.
Oh
like that.
Man, yeah, someone took it down.
Yeah,
somebody took it down.
And I had the tweet up for this show, but yeah, I mean, it's unfortunate, and the way people are attacking this and going back and forth. Then even Sean Waltman, X-Pac got involved, and Twitter just became a shitstorm with this.
I love X-Pac, but he is always stuffing his WWE nose up like Triple H's ass on Twitter.
Well, somebody had said that too, and they went ahead and tried to give him a bit of his own, but didn't work out too well. There's too many people that are it's an echo chamber on Twitter typically. When you have that many followers, it's hard to get any other point across. I
just want to say that I don't know what's wrong with sports fans, why they're so cocky and assholes. But before the Red Sox played the Yankees, all I got was New York fans like, "You're gonna get ready to get raped, bitch." Well, Yankees lose. Then I got it from all the Houston fans. Not all the Houston fans, but a lot of them. Hey Joe, hope you're ready to get crushed by the Astros. Good luck against the world champs, baby. Here we come. Like, gonna crush the Red Sox. Gonna crush this. And I was like, Jesus, why do people do this? And then the Dodgers fans started coming at me, and I'm like, all right, they're both here like champions. Like, I mean, let's see what happens. And here we go. And
they both clinched their respective divisions.
It's still not over either, by the way. The Dodgers could still win. But yeah. I give other people's teams that respect. I don't know why people always tweet me like, "We're coming for your ass, bitch." Like, I don't know, like people get crazy. Like, I'm like, all right, we'll take it easy. I remember the Atlanta Falcons fans tweeting me at the halftime of the Super Bowl too that they were coming for my ass, but that didn't work out so well for them.
The only thing worse than a sore loser is a sore winner. I'm telling you.
And it's like before the game starts. Like, it's before. It's like, what are you doing? The game, you don't know what's going to happen. Anyway, let me...
competition and rivalry. So I found the original tweet that Tommy Dreamer sent out. I can't find some of the stuff he said afterwards in response.
Dude, that whole comment section is a riot. The whole thing.
It's awful, but... so Dreamer starts off by saying...
No, it's awesome. It's awesome. It's not awful. I love it.
Well, it's a little embarrassing, too, being wrestling fans, to see some of the just pure vitriolic hate and nonsense that's been spewed from people's mouths about just this entire leukemia situation. But... So Dreamer starts off. He says, so much negativity towards WWE for Dean Ambrose turning on Rollins last night.
And
At this point,
what is he talking? By the way, what is he talking about too? Like,
there's been no negativity that I've seen.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like Tommy Dreamer is making this up. Like, this is a fake. This is like a virtue signal. Like,
yes,
what?
That's exactly how I feel.
Who? Where is the negativity for Dean turning heel, other than the negativity you should have?
Yeah.
What's he talking about?
No one is attacking WWE for this at all. No one's saying, "Oh, WWE, you shouldn't have done this on that night." I haven't. The only thing that I did see, which I wasn't going to bring it up till later, people weren't upset with Dean Ambrose turning heel. You know what they were upset with? I want to quote the exact article here too. I have it pulled up. They were upset with the Undertaker's promo talking about death.
What?
And that fact that came after Roman's announcement.
Oh, God, who cares?
It says WWE receives criticism for insensitive promo following Roman Reigns' leukemia announcement.
Oh, my God, who? What?
Now, some parents were upset because during the DX segment, the lights went out. Undertaker, said his, typical, promo stuff about death and
you'll die.
Yeah. And apparently some parents were upset because of the brevity of the tone of the night and the situation. So
when I was in the ring with Roman Reigns at WrestleMania, I stuck him with a vial of leukemia. So he didn't say that. So
no, exactly. How sensitive can you be though to let that upset you? I mean, the show must go on. They're continuing the promos. Just let it be. But I saw no negativity towards WWE for Ambrose and turning on Rollins at all. I think a lot of people knew that it was coming. They just weren't expecting it that night, which made it work so much better. So Dreamer continues. He says, at this point, if you're offended, it's time to stop watching wrestling because you don't get it. And like you said, it's a huge virtue signaling moment, and it just was largely unnecessary. You're telling people not to watch in part because they felt something, but they weren't upset towards the company. They were just upset at Dean Ambrose. And that's what you should be. You should be triggered by the heel.
Have you noticed every week when some wrestler, some big person tells them people not to watch, they don't? Like, legitimately, it feels like they literally lose thousands of the audience. Like, exactly after they... Like, so he says this... Serious. He says this after Raw, and then SmackDown does what I can only imagine is one of the lowest ratings ever in SmackDown history. It's got to be like...
It's lower since they went live, but...
It's really low. Like
it's 2? Not the lowest. They've had worse when they were pre-taped.
All right, that makes sense. But that's low, man. It's the lowest this year, right? Is it one of the lowest?
I believe it's the lowest this year, so...
It's bad, man. It's going to get worse.
It is very bad. So somebody said this is what happens when you hand your fan base over to the marks. And then this is when X-Pac joins in saying the marks is if you were somehow not one or better than other wrestling fans. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. And this person claps back at X-Pac saying, I forgot that you probably lost all objectivity when it comes to WWE since you don't want to hurt your buddy Triple H's feelings. If the people who reacted the way Dreamer pointed out aren't marks, then what exactly are they? It's like he said, they don't get it. And that's a great point. It's fans were upset, and they should be. That's what WWE was going for. It's not an issue.
Yeah, I literally wrote that as my reply. I was like, well, if people are mad, then good.
Good job. That you got what you wanted out of this.
Shouldn't they? It doesn't matter. I don't even care how you're mad. Are you mad? Good. Are you upset at Dean Ambrose? Are you kind of mad about what happened with Dean Ambrose? I don't know. It all works out to me. It's all what we wanted. Negative Dean Ambrose. Good. That's what we wanted. Right? I mean, come on. All right, well, let me try to trigger these sounds here real quick and see what goes on real fast. See what you guys are saying. If you guys want to donate tonight, the link is down below in the description box. And you can use the Twitch alerts donation or the super chat option down below in the chat. There's a new $29 Bernie Sanders has no neck donation. Random, I know, but I decided to do something weird, and I just happened to see the GIF, and it made me laugh. And I heard Joe Rogan say it the other day that he has no neck, and they were laughing about it. And I was like, yeah, let's turn that into a song. So that's available for you if you want, and we'll see how it goes. We'll see what you guys got tonight for questions there, and we'll see what we're gonna do tonight. If we're gonna, it's up to you guys what you want to do. Let's see what happens.
Super chat.
So, Crown Jewel, what's the final decision?
The final decision of Crown Jewel. We're going to talk about that. Goon. Thank you, Goon, for donating earlier, too.
Fuck yeah, I got everyone's addresses, mon! I got everyone's fucking addresses, mon!
Fight Roman fight. Also Becky v. Charlotte better be main event, not Ronda versus Nikki.
Oh boy.
Nikki hasn't wrestled full-time in about 3 years. She don't deserve I
gotta believe that Becky and Charlotte is last, or something else is, but hopefully that's last, because that's the only thing they really got going. Everything else is whatever. Gooner Chiefs fan 123, thanks for the $5 super chat. Yeah, I hope I would think the Ronda Rousey and Nikki Bella thing will be a lot quicker. I would think that would be a quick fight, quick match. So I wouldn't think that would go long. It would be like insanely shocked if that.
Suck on my spotted dick, bloody cunts. Joe, what about NWA 70th anniversary PPV?
Oh my god, dude, that voice is killing me. Why did it not play the last time? Suck on my The Goon. Thank you, Goon. A lot of Goon stuff going on. Take that, JD. We're taking it. I thought the NWO recent 10 pounds of gold was great.
Super chat.
Go Sox. Love that dirty water.
Hell yeah, man. I am pumped up about the Red Sox tonight. I'm ready to go, man. I'm ready to go. Why does it keep changing back to the other voice? I clearly set the new voice. I mean, I didn't mean new, but once you guys said it was funny, keep it. I was like, all right, I'll keep it. And I did. And it's like, it's going back and forth between the old voice and the new voice. If it's a hit tonight, we'll keep it. How about that? If it works out, we'll keep it. I don't know why. That is so weird. I should turn up the volume on it, too, because he's funny. Let me tell you about a pile of poop that I saw yesterday on the sidewalk. Now here's $5 to eat my own asshole out. Did you want to eat my asshole out? Well, go ahead and make my day. Can you hear anything, Jake?
I heard the end of the last one, so I believe so.
What about this?
Okay, sweetheart, get ready for the cook.
Yep, we're good.
Hell yeah. Look at that, man. Look at that, man.
Y Society has a wealth of knowledge and went ahead and said, tell Joe the gif of Vince is from the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge.
Oh, yeah.
Vince did the Ice Bucket Challenge. So
that's right. I remember the ALS Ice Bucket.
Once he said it, yeah.
It started here in Boston, too. Did you know that? That's funny. It started here in Boston, the ALS Ice Water Shit Bucket Challenge. And then I made a video crapping on it. They got a lot of heat.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can find it, because it's funny.
Can you see Gargano pull a Randy Orton, just like when he joined the Wyatt family, to beat Camp Rat Mania?
Voice, I can't even... Dude, I can't even deal with
that
voice.
It seriously.
Leafs 2019. Thank you, Leafs, for the donation. Gargano pulling a Randy Orton.
You know, yeah, Ciampa said that he was proud of Gargano for, he made a little funny reference and said, it's about time he DIY'd, did it yourself. So, harkening back to their tag team.
Yeah, you could join him.
Something about being proud of him, yeah.
You could end up joining him or something like that, or,
two heels, and then he backstabs him to get the belt.
Oh my God, yeah, it'd be kind of cool. I mean, I don't know if it's too believable. Ciampa would be kind of an idiot to do it, because he's always so smart and, ruthless. So,
that's the thing, is where Wyatt just thought he was in control, but truly never was. Ciampa really is.
Super chat.
Super chats get old voice. Twitch gets new voice.
Ah, that makes sense. Thanks for figuring it out, because I'm a moron. Deadpools, thank you for the $2, man. I like the new voice, though, man. Holy shit, maybe I have to change it to the super chat, too.
Sounds like husband and wife now.
Gatekeeper Drew!
Someone told me the douche party is here. Did I find the right place? I want to give myself an enema with a douche. If Matt Hardy's pelvis isn't fully broken by WrestleMania, I will give myself a douche enema live. Debba douche party for life.
That's so good.
Debit. Oh my god, dude.
Debit.
Oh my god, dude. I'm gonna fucking die, bro. I'm gonna
Things
die.
we're amused by. It's so simple, but it works so perfect.
Debit, douche party.
Debit.
Douche party. Oh my god, dude.
Sure, that was epic.
Debit, douche party. Are you having a douche party? Because I am.
Debit, douche party.
Wow, dude, that shit is funny as shit. Oh my god. Super chats are normal voice, but regular Twitch alerts have the Captain Big Ones voice, dude. That's the Captain Big Ones. I am Captain Big Ones. Everyone has to donate through Streamlabs to get the male voiceover. Yeah, here's my ice bucket challenge. I remember because what was happening was like it started getting annoying because like everybody and their mother were doing it, but it basically started being like people were doing the ice bucket challenge, not really because they cared about ALS or anything like that.
Well, they weren't donating. They were just doing the ice water, and they were because that was what you're supposed to do. If you didn't do the ice bucket, you were supposed to donate 100. If you did it, you nominated 3 people and donated X amount.
Right.
So they weren't donating money. They were just doing the water challenge.
And it did, it was great at raising awareness. It really was. But it was just so many people like, this is Tiffany. I was nominated by Kayla and Madison and Alicia. And so now I'm going to do the Ice Bucket Challenge. And I nominate Trisha and Alicia and Amanda and Tiffany and Traeger and... Oh my god! My nipples are now wet. Like they didn't give a shit about anything. So like at some point it was great at first, so amazing. Celebrities are doing it, but then you realize like wow, nobody really gives a fuck about donating the money. They just do this. So I did a video and it got 18,000 views, and believe it or not, at the time that raised about $50.
Yeah,
$50. 18,000 views right now would give me about $4. But
if that.
So I donated the money.
Demonetized.
I donated the money I made in ad revenue to ALS. But the people in the chat were like, I hope you die. You're a cocksucker. Like, people just losing their minds on me. And it was like, they didn't understand what I was saying. That like, people just didn't even donate the money. They were just doing the stupid challenge.
Hey everyone, it's Joe Cronin from the Joe Cronin Show. I was nominated to take the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge. So here I go. Actually, I'm not going to participate in some narcissistic, self-centered Facebook fad like all the rest of you assholes. I'm not going to go in there like a girl with a white t-shirt and show my nipples off after they get all iced up and pingy. I don't think so. I'm not going to sit there with my boyfriend and smile as we make a joke about doing this stupid thing, dumping ice on our head. Actually, why don't you donate the money and stop being a self-centered, narcissistic asshole? How about that? I'll tell you what, all the proceeds from this video are going to go to the ALS Foundation. How about that? And I nominate all you guys to kiss my ass.
And I nominate...
People were so triggered. It wasn't like you said fuck ALS. And,
yeah.
You literally went ahead and said all the proceeds are going directly, and they were like, fuck you, you didn't get wet.
Yeah, they were like, people were pissed. The comments were crazy. Like, wow, I'm not going to hate on you, and I've seen your videos. I'm not going to judge, but it looks like you need it. Not only a cool down, but maybe you could have some fun. I will report your channel on YouTube to take this video down. Brittany R. Centelles to take your channel down and your video down, she said. It's like, what? I said I was going to donate money to some fucking cause, you fucking cunt. See, I told you.
You're not doing
I told you. Look, her stupid name is Brittany. Of course you're mad about this, Brittany, you bimbo big-titted bitch. I hope you fall off a cliff, Brittany, a bitch. Fucking hit me, baby, one more time. Daddy, I'm a whore. Then just so many other people. You are the worst. You're the grouch. Like, I mean, nobody got it whatsoever. It's going to be donated to the same foundation as all these ice. And it's just really annoying to me that nothing gets donated for real there. Awareness, you can say that it's donating even if they do the ice. I even went into more about it, I don't know, I was keeping it real, man. I was like, dude, none of these people are even donating. What the fuck? I literally just did the same thing that anybody else would do. You know what I mean? By not dumping the ice on, I still did the same thing. The only difference is I actually gave money. So all the people in the chat, in the chat that are mad at me for being like, I'm actually not going to do it, but I am going to donate money. So those people are all pissed off at me, yet they all upvoted Brittany Big Tits' video, who just rubbed ice all over her nipples so she get fucked at her high school by the fucking football player. But meanwhile, I'm sitting here actually donating the money, and they have a problem with me. Dude, that shows you how dumb fucking people the fuck are. Like, it's a fucking kiss my ass.
To kiss my ass. This video are going to go to the ALS Foundation. How about that? And I nominate all of you guys to kiss my ass.
Dude, that fucking...
So fucking classic. Well, speaking of ass kissing, we're in for it big here. I mean... Crown Jewel is still a friggin' hot mess at this point.
Yeah.
If we go back, I mean, a bunch of people posted a timeline of events, and it just really shows how much shit we've gone through so far with this. October 11th is really where, they started to basically have to be forced to decide, are you going to cancel, are you going to not? And we haven't gotten a decision since. It's the 24th, but... WWE basically stated that other people were being put in compromising positions. Linda McMahon, she co-owns the WWE. She holds a position in Donald Trump's staff. John Cena is a film star, very large public figure, so he could face a lot of backlash. There's also a few other wrestlers who are said to be very unhappy with the show just on a moral basis, not yet refusing to go. So WWE's official statement was, we're monitoring the situation, and they came out with that. Then we kind of moved forward, and they said WWE is taking so long because they're still working towards figuring out what they can do in the meantime. They have a contract that was pretty ironclad with Saudi Arabia, and now they need to work out how to proceed in a way that minimizes the potential legal blowback. Because not only do they lose the payday,
right,
but they would also potentially be sued for this. And they have, financial losses to add into that as well. So we saw them minimize any reference to Crown Jewel in terms of the location of where it would be held. They continue to advertise the show, but they don't mention anything about Saudi Arabia. And now the update we have is that unless the ones making the decision at this point is the U.S. State Department. And unless the State Department tells WWE they cannot go, or Donald Trump himself says they cannot go, then they are going, and the show will continue.
Damn. And
what's up now, Crown Jewel is in the hands of the U.S. State Department. Brian Alvarez on Wrestling Observer Live and Dave Meltzer said that the State Department is handling the decision.
The WWE's trying to get out of it, so they're like, Donald, tell us we can't go, and then we look, it's okay.
Pretty much. And the answer is in the hands of the government, the State Department. Today is the day where Vince was supposed to give the word on whether or not they can go. And as of 3 p.m. Eastern, that's the last major update we had, nothing was announced publicly. WWE, they scrubbed the location of the Crown Jewel event from their site, their records, all that. But only time will tell. And right now, it's still being, it's sold for tickets in Saudi Arabia. Construction is still being finished on the stage at the arena. Everything is still full steam ahead. And they're trying to determine, it says in another report, how they can cancel Crown Jewel without affecting their revenue. They're trying to read the situation and how holding, changing, or canceling Crown Jewel would impact their stock and public image. And they're less worried about public image at this point, but more worried about third quarter revenues. Basically, they said that tomorrow's WWE third quarter 2018 results will likely contain a final answer regarding any changes or details on the show. Now, we still haven't heard anything, but they said they're more worried about impacting their stock. So,
yeah,
I mean, this is a big deal. Now, on top of all this, we don't know if we know the show's going to happen. We don't know where, if they can get out of it. Are they going to lose revenue? Is the stock going to be affected? Hulk Hogan confirms, I'll be at Crown Jewel. I'm going to be in Saudi Arabia. Hey, look at that. He said there's a lot of plans in the works. I'm looking forward to going to Saudi with the WWE. I'm looking forward to WrestleMania.
When I read that, dude, that killed me. I was like, what? Why is he saying this?
I was like, Hulk, what are you doing?
We thought he would be there
to save him.
We thought he would be there because they wanted all those older wrestlers and it was time and whatever. But then, by the way, do you know who he said this to? Because it's so weird. It's like, does he not know what's going on, or was this an older quote?
Yeah, he said this to the Orlando Sentinel.
When?
That's what I'm trying to find out. I have it loading now.
It is new news, though. It is news that came out yesterday.
It was yesterday he spoke to them. He talked about the NWO past, WWE's future.
Oh, my God.
He talks about, 96 and everything that happened there. And, yeah, so it wasn't an old, quote or anything. But it's just, we previously knew back like late September that he would likely be there, that the Prince Salman wanted him there, and that this would be kind of like the olive branch for him to return to the company. But of all things considered, this is just still such a mess. Now, WWE has said, from what I've heard, again, grain of salt always, it's not officially confirmed, but I guess WWE has said that if there's any staff that doesn't want to go, Creative told them that they would not be required to, but they have to let them know by a certain deadline.
That's so weird. So, like, if you don't want to go, like, I feel like that you'd look like shit if you didn't go to them. I feel like, I mean, even though Cena.
Yeah, so apparently now John Cena is saying that he had prior engagements, even though he's listed for the World Cup tournament, the best in the world tournament for the World Cup they have going on. So Daniel Bryan also is going ahead with Crown Jewel, but only out of respect for AJ and their match. They haven't replaced John Cena in the World Cup
AJ Styles,
yet. Yeah. They haven't replaced John Cena in the World Cup yet, because if they do move the event, then he will still appear. But if
he's really got nothing to do. Like, John Cena has nothing to do.
So there's no prior engagements. They're just saying that to cover their ass. But if the event is moved, he has no objections, he said, and he'll continue in the tournament, and plans will be as followed. They haven't put tickets on sale again yet, because they've told they might not be allowed to go, since Linda McMahon works for Trump, and they're waiting still for confirmation, like we said, because they can't go ahead and basically go there if the U.S. imposed sanctions on Saudi Arabia goes through. Remember, Trump said that there would be consequences for Khashoggi's killing. So,
but it's weird, because all the left people that I talked to are saying Trump's doing nothing about it. But didn't he say that? But he said there was sanctions. So
he said there will be consequences.
I don't know what those consequences are. Like, I mean, but let's see what else we got out here, and we're gonna take a call in a second. Hang on one second, caller, and Jake, and let's see what's coming through.
The English-speaking donation is great. It's like I'm there. British strong settings.
Alan's ways. Thank you, Alan, for the $4 donation. Yeah, it's inspired by all of our listeners in the UK. We have a lot of people out there. There's even an option for an Australian voice. Hey, 609. 609's on the phone. What's up?
Hey, what's up? It's Luke Rojas.
Luke Rojas is on the phone. Luke, what's up, Luke, you bastard?
Allahu Akbar.
Oh.
Whoa. Just say Allahu Akbar?
you freaked out the other caller. No, what's up, Luke? What do you got?
I just want to bring up something about something that happened on Twitter that's really pissing me off, and got brought up by Kara, some fucking guy named Luke.
All right, thank you, thank you, Luke Rojas. If you don't like somebody on Twitter, just report them in mass, and send the pictures to everybody, and report everybody in mass. Go on Twitter and report them in mass. And if you're really mad at them, you can go into our Discord. My Discord link is down below. If you're really mad at somebody on Twitter, go into the Discord below and just post what they did, and I'm sure the JCS Army will go fuck them in the ass. 760, what's up?
Hello, how you doing?
How's it going?
What do you got, ma'am?
What are we talking about again?
Whatever you want to talk about.
Okay, I want to talk about Paige's nudes.
Paige has more nudes?
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, I've seen her Instagram photos where she's wearing like black lipstick and her titties are popping out of some little black dress, and it's...
Oh, hell yeah, dude. You need to, like, I might need to hop off the call. You keep going on.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty amazing, dude. I mean, I'm not joking, because I'm not like a 14-year-old anymore, you know what I mean? But I almost whacked off to these photos like 3 times. I was like, all right, I'm starting to not be able to deal with this. So I actually almost unfollowed her on Instagram, because I can't deal with this. She's posting these photos. It's just like, holy shit.
She's a bit of a slut.
Yeah, I mean, you seen the videos? I'm practicing. I'm practicing.
Videos.
I'm practicing. Fuck with these calls right now. What is going on? Fucking goddamn calls.
I don't know.
908, what's up?
Hey, what's up, Joe? Joe Cronin, what's up? It's Jacob from New Jersey.
Oh, man, what's up, dude? Oh, my God, a normal person. How you doing?
What's
Dude,
going on?
I have a random-ass question, but you're awesome, so I know you'll answer it. But I have a random-ass question. Now, if you could... there was this one comment that JBL always said about Randy Orton being the best superstar or what a superstar should be.
Yeah.
If you could create your own superstar using other wrestling superstars' qualities and make one perfect superstar, what would you do? Like AJ Styles' acrobatics or CM Punk's promo skills or stuff like that?
Yeah, see, I would do like Shawn Michaels' wrestling ability, and I would do... like I would do Shawn Michaels' wrestling ability, and I would do CM Punk's mic skills, probably something like that, and then maybe like the size and charisma of like Hulk Hogan or something. You know, like if you put those 3 things together, I feel like you've got gold. Now, you almost got that with Stone Cold, because Stone Cold was awesome on the mic, and then he was like he was really exciting. But you know what I mean? He didn't do a lot of wrestling, really. He just kicked you and punched you and cross-bodied and did all these intense things. But yeah, I would probably start with Shawn Michaels, to be honest, because Shawn Michaels, like, when he got punched, it looked like he got punched. Like, he was selling it big, and it looked like he was really delivering kicks and punches. You know, as much as I like AJ Styles, I love AJ Styles. He's like my modern-day Shawn Michaels right now. He's the one guy I would pay to see AJ Styles. But you mentioned acrobatics, and I think there's just a little too much, like, of that sort of stiff shots and stuff like that. I'm not a fan of the stiff stuff. The stiff shots, like, it's why, like, I really don't even...
Strong style?
Yeah, the strong style stuff is stupid to me. I don't like it. Like, I don't like it at all. So, like, when Daniel Bryan's kicking someone, I think that sucks. I think Daniel Bryan's finishing, like, bicycle knee kick to the head, I like his kick to the head he does, and I like some of the other things he does in the ring. But, like, those little things that he does that are strong, stylish, I don't like that. And Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart, to me, if you watch Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart punching and kicking and doing things like that, they're wrestling. It looks like they're really kicking someone, and it looks good. Whereas
it looks more natural.
It just when someone kicks someone, and maybe it's the opposite of that. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's these look more natural because they're actually kicking them. But I don't want to see someone actually kick them, because it looks like they're like weakly kicking somebody. But
kicks used to be purely defensive, I feel like. Now it's been moved to the offensive category, and it's hard to sell kicks.
It's not even that. Like, I can't explain it to you without showing you like a visual of it. Like, it looks like I would rather see a big wrestling stomp kick than like I see some people now just deliver a kick. I still like the kick to the spine. I still like that. When someone slaps their knee as they kick someone hard in the spine, I don't mind that really. But it's some of the kicks I see, just they don't really kick them hard. I don't know how to explain this. Like a super kick,
it's just the impact is lacking and it's not believable.
Yeah, the super kick looks weak now.
The super kick used to end matches, end careers. You know, we've seen it be. It was decimating. It was extremely powerful. Same thing with. I feel like the kicks we used to get. We would get stops. We would get the occasional enziguri when someone would grab the leg. You know, you'd go for a midsection kick, or the kick would set up. Like the stunner, things in that nature. But you didn't have You'd get the occasional drop kick here and there too, but it was usually only, withheld for rare scenarios and moments. But besides that, now you have like kicks as full offense, is what I'm saying. You see a lot of leg work.
They pull back on the kick now. It looks really bad. Like, look at the GIFs, the WWE GIFs that I can find of Shawn Michaels. Look at this kick. Boom! It looks like he just knocked Triple H out. In fact, it would have been better if they didn't cut away. But it's like, this kick looks like, boom! Like, that looks like a knockout blow. This is more recent. See, that doesn't look even as good. But they were on the side of the ring, so okay. But here's Shawn back in the day against, I think, Piper maybe. I'm not sure. But like these super kicks like used to look like he really delivered. Here's Tatanka. Baseball slide. Super kick to the face. Like, it just, like, that didn't look the greatest. Tatanka's not the best. But it's just like they used to really look like Shawn was kicking people.
It depends on who's selling it, too, obviously. I mean, that one with Shelton Benjamin
that was a great one.
Fantastic.
Undertaker here.
That's a classic.
Like, here's Undertaker. I mean, Undertaker's going to sell this. I mean, he no-sells it by sitting right back up, but it's the beginning. And even Undertaker, like, boom, it looks like he took the Undertaker's head off as much as you could take the head off a 6'6" guy who's a lot bigger than you.
Yeah.
And it's just like, man, these things felt like they were really delivering.
Well, that's what I had kind of bitched about not that long ago, the depth of the finisher. And I know they have false finishes, but I wish they all didn't coincide with the finishing maneuvers. When you see 3, 4, 5 Superman punches in a row sometimes, when you saw Roman Superman punch Braun Strowman in the face or Brock Lesnar 3, 4 times and it doesn't take them down, it just hinders the move greatly. The impact of it does nothing to benefit either person. So,
yeah, I just feel like it's a real lazy sort of, they just put their leg up and...
Yeah, I mean, that's why they used to call them finishers, because they ended matches.
When you get
now you can see them thrown out
when you
all
get
the time.
super kicked, you need to like sell the hell out of it. Like you gotta like look like you just got crushed by something. And it's like, if you don't sell that thing, then it's gonna look fucking retarded.
Like, I never cared for almost all of them. I mean, there's been a couple depending on who sells it, but I never really cared for Dolph Ziggler's super kick.
Yeah, I mean, Dolph's, is horrible. Like, I mean, I remember super kicking my buddy, and I really kicked, like, right around here. But as soon as I swung here, I would continue to push through like I hit him. And, like, my buddy, like, sold this shit better than, this was one of the best ones I ever did. Like, this is one that you probably wouldn't do often because it's dangerous how close we came to it. But, he didn't get hurt whatsoever. And, look at this. Like, this is like a super kick, This is what you want to see. Boom! Like, he's fine. But it's like, boom! It's like, dude, he looks like he just got murdered. He looks like his life just ended. And I'm not saying you risk that type of close kick every time. But it was like, boom! Like, you would think that he's knocked out right there.
Yeah,
but it's
broken
because...
jaw.
But it's because he sells it. He throws his head back. As soon as the foot is coming towards below his chin, he throws his head back, and it's like, you look like you... And I keep my foot there a little bit and walk through it. It looks like you get fucking crushed, dude. And if you can't sell that way, it's like, look at this chair shot. Put your hand up. Oh, it looks like I got tooled. Because of how you sell it with your head. And it's like, nobody really does a lot. They just kind of go, oh, like that. Or they go, oh, and they fall over. Oh, and they fall over. But why are you selling it like that? I don't understand. Where are the back body drops? What the fuck happened to back body drops? Like, where are those?
DDTs.
The North remembers. We know no king but the king in the North whose name is Stark. I don't care if he's a bastard. Ned Stark's blood runs through his veins. He's my king from this day until his last day.
Jon Snow with the 316 donation.
I was like, who is talking over the donation? I'm still not used to it.
That is the best donation voice ever. It's been a while since I've used that. That is fucking hilarious. Yeah, I don't have any...
Bro, I had no clue you were doing that voice on Streamlabs. I laughed so hard the bartender thought I was choking. I have to try something now. Debba nut bunnies. I love you guys. Cheers.
Oh my god, dude.
Drew said that was the best $4 he ever spent. That's not wrong.
Dude, that thing is killing me right now. Gatekeeper Drew, thanks, man. Holy shit, dude. That is way too funny. It's just wrong how funny that is. I'm gonna fucking die. Oh, it's
and
midnight.
to anybody, I'd seen a few comments. Anybody saying that Crown Jewel, isn't going to happen at all, they're still adding matches. They just added the New Day versus the Bar. So no matter what, they're not going to cancel the show entirely. That is impossible. That's not going to happen.
Right.
There's no way. They're going to have the show. That's set in stone. It's just a matter of where. And now the latest rumors is that WWE is relocating it. First we heard, it might be UK, and then now, however, they're looking at New York. They're saying that the thought right now is New York City market might be one of their top choices. It's close enough to the headquarters where they'd be able to transfer whatever supplies needed, and that it's easiest for them to have a backup with an open contract.
What type of supplies do they need?
Well, I'm saying to set up the rings and the stages and all that kind of stuff. They have extra of whatever, because the rest of it is already being built and or set up in Saudi at this point.
Right.
So they can erect and construct a new stage.
Gonna erect the stage.
Erect.
We're gonna erect it. Erect the stage. Sorry.
So last night, I was rather upset with the way WWE had built Evolution. Yeah. I know I sounded a bit pretentious with it when I listened back, and that wasn't my intention, but I was upset for the women. I felt like it was so just, it lacked any type of triumphant ceremony. Like there was no go-home show on either Raw or SmackDown. There was no focus on the women's pay-per-view at all. It was Crown Jewel. Obviously, Roman should be the focus, for Raw, essentially, but for the rest of the show, the contract signing wasn't memorable. They could have made that much bigger. I did like what they did with Becky and Charlotte, but that should have either, they found a way to close the show or had one of them there. Them not being there, it takes away. So apparently I wasn't alone. A lot of the women who were very excited about this show, they're now kind of like, Evolution is just on Sunday. This is coming from Alvarez. And he said, the women feel in the back like, just do the show and everything's going to go back to normal. So if you're disappointed, you're not the only one who's disappointed with the way they've done this women's Evolution build. Part of it, that it's a 3-hour show. There aren't very many matches, which we already knew. Most of the women are going to be in the Battle Royal. The women's roster is much, much smaller than the men's roster, as we know. But I don't feel like any of that is a valid excuse or should even be made into an argument here. They touted that this was the first of its kind, even though it's not. Company.
WWE went from a sport to a circus. No characters and promo talent, it's all about who can do more flips lol. Those bloody fucking cunts need to get their shit together. Tommy316 says I just ate your guts.
That's so good. You gotta leave that. You gotta leave that voice.
Dick Nos. Thanks, Dick Nos. Oh my god. What the fuck, man? What is going on, man?
I just ate your guts.
Out of nowhere. If you guys like Out of Nowhere, make sure if you want tonight, feel free to donate tonight. The link is down below in the description box. Streamlabs, Twitch alerts. Donate whatever you'd like. If you go all the way to the bottom of the description box on this video, all the donation amounts are listed except the $35 cow one and the new $29 Bernie Sanders has no neck. Those two are not listed. Just because I'm an idiot and I didn't put them up there yet. But they're there, so if you guys want to keep the show going and keep the show funded and keep Out of Nowhere here on YouTube, feel free to drop some donations tonight and take a look at all the possibilities down below. And then if you do, I'm going to feed Jake DeMarco my sperm. So how about that? Did you know about that?
Gotta make a smoothie.
Man, there is war going on Twitter, but it ain't about that. It's about those bombs today. Actor James Woods is saying could be a stunt. It could be. It's either a stunt by the left side themselves, or it's some guy in Florida who's like, I'll take care of Soros. Take care of Soros and Hillary. So it's either one, right? It's either that or that. It's one of the two. Can't be anything else.
Yeah. I mean, Hillary had a speech prepared immediately.
Yeah, like Hillary was right away, had a speech. She was on TV, happened to be fucking right, like on a campaign trail. Like, I don't know, man. I'm sorry. Listen, I don't want to be one of those fucking right-wing people that fucking make shit up every second. But I mean, I don't trust anybody. I don't trust none of these people. Don't trust anybody. Stone Cold Steve Austin. I don't trust anybody. I don't trust any of these politicians on the left or the right. I don't trust any of them. You know what I trust? I trust my cock. That's what I trust. I trust that right now I have an erection because of Paige's Instagram. Okay? That's what I trust. I'm gonna have to scroll through this fucking fucker's Instagram and see her tits. Why is I don't want this. I was just on Instagram to do some shit.
That's it.
I was just here. I was like, I want to post some pictures of my family, maybe a wrestling thing. Oh, nope. I got to look at this.
I got to see cleavage.
I got to look at that on my Instagram.
Motherfucker.
What the hell? Rebound with her mouth covered up. Like her, like, I'm going to pass out. I'm going to pass the fuck out with these photos. Like, what is going on? Like,
when you're not wrestling, you got to keep yourself busy somehow. What
in the world is this? Like, I'm going to die. Stop posting this page. Stop. I'm on Instagram following you. I can't do it. Fucking big milky titties coming out of a black bra. Fuck out of here.
They're only getting bigger.
And then it's like, then you know about her fucking videos. So then you start looking her videos up because then you're like, oh, I wish there were videos so I could, wax my carrot to this girl. And then you like, there are videos.
We can go back in time.
There's 100 of them.
We can relive.
I'm practicing. The fucking, with like the classic like first dildo that every girl gets.
Yeah.
That they realize is boring.
You got the skinny mini.
Yeah, like the little purple, like regular size, like almost a regular dick, but like.
Then they upgrade to the Jackrabbit. Next thing you know, they got the Drildo. They got a huge power drill with a dildo attached to the end of it and a Sawzall.
Next
Super Chat Party.
This is so messed up.
Buffer attachment.
I think Evolution and Crown Jewel will be trash.
Casey Rose, what's up, Casey? I got your tweet earlier, by the way. I gave you what's up tweet. I think I followed her too. Casey says, yeah, I think Evolution and Crown Jewel will be trash. I think you're right. I think both will be trash because Crown Jewel might be interesting now because there's a belt on the line. But before it was going to be probably nothing changes hands. Someone wins the stupid cup thing and probably Braun Strowman wins the belt. Like if Brock Lesnar won the Universal title at Crown Jewel, that would shock me. I would actually be like, what? They're putting not again. No. Like, it makes sense that, oh, okay, here you go, Braun, I guess, because Roman got injured or Roman's got cancer. Here's the belt, Braun.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's go to a man named Tommy NC 2010.
Oh, yeah, Tommy. Face painted today or what?
Nope. Hey, guys.
No face paint?
No.
Oh, I was excited. I was getting in the Halloween spirit.
No, I'm good. How are you guys doing today?
I'm doing all right, Tommy. I'd be doing better if... Well, Tommy, I got something I want to show you, actually.
Okay.
You want to see this? I don't know if you're going to remember this. This is from, I believe, 4 years ago, Tommy. Maybe 5 years ago now. I'm not quite sure. But it's from many years ago. You may remember this. And it is wonderful. I think you're going to like it. Here it is. Check this out.
Strictly an interview show about the person I'm interviewing and the product that whatever we're talking about. And the fact is that, excuse me.
You were interviewing my co-host Jesse J 4 years ago.
Is that, excuse me.
Excuse me.
Sorry. Talking about. And the fact is that, excuse me. Sorry.
Robbie, why would you drop that on the show?
And letting the dog out was a big deal? That was great.
Yeah, he was like, "I'm really sorry, everybody. I'm really sorry that I had to let the dog out in the show, or whatever." And he was like freaking out about it, I guess. And then that's what Jesse's talking about.
Whatever we're talking about, and the fact is that, excuse me, sorry, my bad.
Sorry. Why would you drop that on the show?
And letting the dog out was a big deal? That was great.
That was
Remember that, Tommy?
Here's the funny thing. I mean, sometimes I know when I could tell I could fart, and I know when I have a fart. So, like, I'm sitting there, I'm like, oh, God, I have to fart. But I'm like, how do I just let it out? So I just did a hand motion. I was just like, I threw my hand out, and it came out right as I threw my hand down. And, you know.
You didn't even try and cover it with a cough. No, nothing. You just went for it.
That was like a valve.
That's a sign of a real man.
You know, I was thinking about something today. I was thinking about if you could talk to a genie and the genie says, okay, if you have any wish, what would be your wish? And you're like, okay, I wish that farts sound like a squeak. And you're like, the genie be like, that's your wish? That's one of your 3 wishes? You want farts to sound like a squeak?
He's like, walking around like a chew toy, Tommy.
I would want it to sound like that birthday celebration that happens in Halo when you shoot one of the grunts in the head when you activate that. Yay! Yeah, yeah! Like, that's what I would want. Like, and then everybody would, like, cheer at you. They'd be like, oh, awesome.
Can you imagine people just ever now you walk by people, yay! 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 What's the hell? He's just farting.
Wow.
Yay!
Get to that vuvuzela sound from the soccer
He's just grabbing
games.
his pants, everyone, you know.
He's just grabbing his pants. Of course, when he goes to the bathroom, it's like, yeah. What's he doing?
Wow.
He's taking.
I want to kill myself. Hey, Tommy, did you? I know this is off topic from wrestling, but you know, I felt since me and you had a big part in this whole Leafy thing. Did you see that? You know, you got featured at the beginning of Keemstar's video today.
Yeah, but I did. But I was kind of like, I did post a Twitter video and I did put a comment, and I definitely was excited to see that was featured in KEEM's video. But he kind of like edited it wrong because what came down first?
Because I got zero praise. I got zero praise. That's why he edited it wrong. Hey, Tommy, you realize if me, you, and Jake if Jake hadn't talked to me, and then if me and you hadn't talked that night, Leafy might still be on YouTube. like, I'm not joking. I am not kidding.
No, you're not.
Think about this, Tommy. Imagine if we hadn't talked that night, Leafy might be on YouTube still.
You wouldn't have gotten that blowback. Yeah,
we
for sure.
we
You wouldn't have
ended
gotten all those subscribers.
We looks like we ended Leafy's career.
When you think back
like,
to it,
and he doesn't even know it. That's the best thing is he probably blames you completely. That's awesome for me. But it's we ended Leafy's career on YouTube. Think about it. That's what you wanted.
In past notes that I'm the one that single-handedly put a bullet through Leafy. I mean, the bullet.
Lock, stock, and 2 smoking barrels.
That's really weird. It's bizarrely funny. But Tommy, imagine if we had done what we were thinking about doing, what you were initially saying because you were so upset. Remember, like, we'll just go after him and stuff like that. Imagine if we had done that, nothing would have happened. But because of what we did, or because of what you decided to go and do, you know what I mean? Think about that. It was spot on, Tommy. You killed Leafy. You actually did what you wanted to do that night when you were so angry, telling me, like, I want him destroyed. You actually did do it. I think, because I think if that never happens, I think he's still going. I think YouTube was like, this guy attacked autistic people, fucking blacklist his channel. Like, plus also all the stuff he did with kids. So, I don't know. I'm just saying. Maybe not. I don't know. But I think it was a big deal.
I still punch myself in the face for interviewing that Nazi. I still can't believe that's who that was. I was like,
you just went to a whole different place. Yeah, dude. Jake, did you see this? He interviewed that Nazi girl, the girl that like celebrates Hitler's birthday and everything.
Yeah.
And he's interviewing her, and he's like, well, you know, a lot of people misunderstand you because you're really a great person. I know you're a good person. I'm watching the stream, and, you know, clearly Tommy doesn't know who she is. Tommy's just being nice to her. You know, so I'm like banging my desk, like, no, get her the fuck off! And I'm calling.
What are you doing?
And I'm calling over and over again, and I'm telling Tommy to stop. Meanwhile, Danny MT's in the chat calling me a jealous piece of shit or something. But I'm trying to tell him and tell everybody, like, no, get me on the phone. You have to get this girl off the air.
Yeah,
Tommy doesn't realize she's a fucking Nazi lover and like crazy, like she like right.
Yeah, not just
oh
like
my
a
god,
typical supporter, sympathizer, like all out Nazi enthusiast. Yeah.
Someone said Tommy doesn't care she's a Nazi. He's one too.
Yeah, I love how people insinuate that I'm racist. I love it. I think it's funny that people assume that I'm racist.
Yeah, just because his grandfather was, it doesn't mean that he is. You know? What?
The fingers.
What?
He's getting the Italian Guido thing.
What just happened? What are you all right, Tommy?
I'm just like, you calling my grandfather a racist. Just because he said the word one time, you want to insinuate he's a racist. Thank you. He's a dead man. You know, he can't defend himself. He's 6 feet under. You know, like I love it how every time you come on a show and you mention my grandfather and you call him a racist.
No, I didn't call. I just said it's probably because people think he is, so they think you are. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what he was. He just said that your family was N-word haters. That's all he said. I mean, I just went by his own words. You know, I mean, I've said the N-word before, but it was like in a joking manner or like, you know, imitating another guy who says the N-word, like, you know, Ron Artest. I did a video a long time ago, but like I didn't say that, you know, my family is N-word haters. You know, so I'm not saying, I don't know. I'm just going on what people I think are perceiving, my guess. But you're not a racist, though.
No, I'm not racist. I love all races. Like I have no problem with any races, and like I have not a single hateful bone in my body,
except for the Jews.
I don't hate the Jews. I'm
took a little
you so want to say you do, though. It's so funny. You really want to say you do, though. There's a joke right away. You're thinking of some guy taking a penny off the ground or something, and I can tell by looking at you.
I never thought that, Joe.
You liar.
I'm a liar?
I don't know, Tommy. You're really funny.
Sounds like right before I come in Joe's ear.
Oh, you fit that baby arm in my ear. That'd be funny.
Unleash the fury.
Well, what, Tommy? What else? What do you got tonight? What's the wrestling word from you right now? What are you thinking about all the stuff that's going on?
First of all, I will say my prediction right now for Saudi Arabia showdown, and because it's going to be in Saudi Arabia. And the reason why they're not pitching it and why they're saying it's in Saudi Arabia, but it's going to be in Saudi Arabia, because the Prince cut up a reporter, and they don't want to have any relationships with saying, oh, we're having a pay-per-view in Saudi Arabia, and that's why WWE is covering it up and saying, oh, they're calling it Crown Jewel, and they're not going to say, oh, yeah, we're having the pay-per-view at 12 o'clock in the afternoon on a Friday. And I'm going to say this. Strowman is going to take the title because Lesnar is in UFC mode right now, and he's going to be fighting in this match. Unless he is shaved, I guarantee he's going to come out in full beard, possibly. I guarantee he's coming out in full beard because that's what Lesnar looks like when he goes out for UFC.
Well, they'll love him there with that, yeah.
And the thing is that, yeah, Strowman's finally going to get the belt around his waist. He's going to hold that belt until the Golden Boy gets back. That's what Vince calls him. You know,
Roman.
Is that what he calls him?
Before he gets the belt back, you know.
How do you feel the guy that you singly hate has your name? how do you feel about that? When he says, my name is Joe, and I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm guessing you were like, what?
Well, I already knew his name was Joe, so it really wasn't any big deal at all. I was just like, oh yeah. And my name really isn't Joe, so it's kind of weird.
Oh, his name is not really Joe. Oh, so that
no, his name is Joe. It's just I've always known that. And then my name technically isn't really Joe, so
yeah, Joe's name is Yusef.
It was kind of funny though if you think about it though. Yeah.
Yusef Cronin.
But until he gets better from the leukemia, which I hope that he does. I really hope that.
That's not what you said off air. That's not what you said off air to me. You said, you know what? He's lived a good life, and if this takes him away from us, could be a blessing. That's what you said.
Me?
Yeah, remember that you tweeted. Tweeted me.
I never said that. If it
was that you, was that Drew? It wasn't you. It was Drew. Oh, it was Gatekeeper Drew. I'm sorry. I thought it was you, Tommy. My bad.
No, I would never say something that cruel like that. I don't know. About a realistic situation like that. I've been talking with people. I said, yeah. They were like, they looked to me. Someone looked to me and said, Tommy, do you think this is a work? I said, no. This is not a work. Like this is real. Like this is with the leukemia and everything. I think that this is real because WWE would never. If this came out to be a work, WWE be so screwed with the cancer society and all those people. They would be so screwed that they did this, that they played the cancer card, the fake cancer card, that they would be so screwed and that they would never be able to do another thing involving those people. Honestly, but
they would really be in some trouble, man. It would be a mess PR wise, so it'd be crazy if that had come out.
Joe, don't you ever change me to that bloody cunt bitch in your new voice for donations.
Bloody cunt bitch.
That was
it sounds colossal crazy.
It does. It sounds like colossal. Now it sounds like Captain Big Ones. It does. My old Captain Big Ones voice. But yeah, same thing with colossal. The donation. Thank you for the 316 donation. We needed some money tonight, so you answered the bell. And I think there's some more people who are going to answer the bell. Here we go. The British Tommy Twin. Chainsaw Mohammed, baby.
Hi, Tommy, this is your British brother Timmy. You have embarrassed our family by farting live on air. You are a retard.
Oh,
fucking bollocks, mate. You made me spit up my tea and crumpets. I wish you would fucking die instead of squeak.
Tear him a new one, Tommy.
Oh my god, dude. I'm gonna fucking die on monetize this. I'm not gonna
tell Timmy.
I'm gonna take that tea and crumpets. I'm gonna dump out the tea, and then I'm gonna bash it over your British head.
Oh my god, I'm so fucking horny. Oh my god, I'm so fucking horny. Happy fucking birthday. Oh my god, so fucking horny. Oh my god, so horny. Oh my god, so horny. Happy birthday. Oh, honey, honey, honey. Donation time. Put it in my round bum.
Yeah. Oh my god.
If a genie gave me a wish, I would wish for Tommy to have taste buds in his asshole.
What the fuck? Gorilla Strong.
Is that corn?
Gorilla Strong.
Fuck my ass. I just creamed. I just steamed. I'm shooting a laser beam. I just shit my fucking pants.
Oh, happy birthday, by the way, to real Dave Doherty in the chat. So,
Dave Doherty, happy birthday, man. Dave's a good guy. I like him.
Yeah. And Gorilla fucking taste bud line.
Oh my god, I just ate my own sphincter. My own sphincter is attacking my molecules of my body. I might pull out the text to speech just to play with that all over again because that thing is funny.
That thing is gold.
Anyway, that I can't wait for Troy to hear that fucking thing. But anyway, Tommy, anything else you wanted to say about that? I think you're pretty spot on, about the whole crown jewel thing.
When is the pay-per-view airing exactly?
Isn't it 2-3 weeks? 3 weeks from now?
No, it's not this Friday. It's next Friday, the 2nd.
Yeah, all right. There you
November
go.
2nd. So.
Next Friday? Okay. Yeah. Of course, yeah, I normally work in the afternoons. I go to work normally in the afternoons, so I probably will miss it. But probably I'll watch it later on in the night, probably, if I get the chance to watch it and see what happens. And I'm just like praying to God that I swear that that they'll put over Lesnar and they put the title back on him, because we'll never see it again. Because, oh God, I just don't want to see I don't want to see an MMA fight where he walks in with the Universal title. But I don't know if Vince sucks his dick so much that he probably would let him do that.
I don't know if you wanted to
promote the business. I agree with you there. I don't want to see anybody but Braun win this. At least we can have a champion that defends the belt and somebody to focus on, and give it to another face. At least it's always good to have a heel chasing the belt.
I said this should have been a long time ago when Braun Strowman came out and he was undefeated and he was like a mean-eating machine. He just takes, it destroys people in the ring. He was built like Goldberg, built up like Goldberg back in the day, back in the 90s and the 80s. He should have never been defeated. He should have been, the most, and then he should have, boom, 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 every single win, and then finally he holds up the title in victory and just keeps dominating until he says, "I'm bored of the title, and this title's gonna get my hands." And he drops the title to somebody lesser than him, and he walks off to go fight for another title.
Oh God, that would be so.
That's how you book a giant.
That's awful, Tommy. What he just puts? That's like what that's what Dolph Ziggler did, and that was retarded.
This doesn't mean shit, and just throws it away.
That would be the
That's
worst
what we
thing.
want to see.
Oh my God, Tommy.
A meat-eating machine. Tommy, who do you think
I
is
should
gonna
punch
win
you in the face
World
just for
Cup?
saying that.
What?
Who do you think's going to win the World Cup, the one-night 8-man tournament? You got John Cena, Kurt Angle, Seth Rollins, Dolph Ziggler, Randy Orton, Jeff Hardy, Rey Mysterio, The Miz. Who do you think's going to win?
What happened to Daniel? Is he not in that match anymore?
No, Daniel Bryan's taking on AJ Styles. So.
Oh, okay, for the World Heavyweight title.
Yeah, for the WWE Championship. Yeah.
He's not going to win because Cena is too busy making movies, and this is just one.
Well, he said if it's in Saudi, he's not going to go. So. But,
really? He's not going.
He's not going to show up if Crown Jewel stays in Saudi Arabia. They're going to have to replace him.
Wow, they're booking him for the match, but if it's in Saudi Arabia, he's not going.
Yeah,
because Hollywood will probably excommunicate him. Hollywood will excommunicate you if you do anything against them.
Yeah, they're very particular, especially in this scenario.
Yeah, especially if you're a white male.
Yeah.
If he was like The Rock, he could probably get away with it, even though The Rock doesn't even want to do it.
I could almost see them giving it to somebody like Kurt Angle in this scenario, just to play it safe.
Why is it that WWE wants to have this in Saudi Arabia? Like, with this whole entire controversy and everything, why would they...
Tommy, I want you to go balls deep in my ass crack boy and to a U-turn to my bloody dick hole debar.
Dude, I'm gonna fucking sound clip some of these. I'm gonna clip some of these for monetize this, dude. Tommy, I want you to go balls deep in my ass crack. Hold on, it's about to play again. Fucking sound clip some of these. What is that?
To play it safe. To play it safe.
Oh my God, dude, that was so fucking funny. Tommy, I want you to go balls deep in my ass crack. Oh my God.
So good.
Want you to go balls deep in my ass crack boy and to a U-turn to my bloody dick hole debar.
Oh, Joe, by the way, I think one of JD's cats dropped a video on my Twitter. I ran into one of JD's cats down here in North Carolina, and he sent a message to you on Twitter, I think.
Well, I got to tell you, Tommy, that guy's name was Tommy's Cum Sock. But yeah,
Really?
send me the cat message. I'll be. What do you say?
It's on Twitter.
Why are you talking about JD's cats? What do they do? I don't understand.
Oh, hello there. I have this new toy, Joe, and well, I've been practicing. It's quite rough and rubbery. My asshole is more stretched out for you, veiny cock. I will practice again next week after Smackdown goes off the air.
Oh, Sarah Jade Bevis.
Basically, that donation was implying that they wanted to fuck you and the asshole.
Hey, I'm game
What's wrong
if
with
you
that?
are. I'm game if you are.
You're the one with the cum sock. What's wrong with the asshole?
Yeah.
Super chat.
I always
Super
do it.
chat.
WWE need adult bookers. Go book Nick Jr. Tommy.
Go book Nick Jr. Hey, Tommy, you could book Nick Jr. That channel went to shit for a while. They were like really good, and then they got rid of Moose, and that whole fucking channel to me died. You know. I like
Prometheus
Moose.
Bob, that was one of my other favorite. Nick Jr. Was that
What? Racist Bob? Who?
Did you really just say Prometheus and Bob was one of your favorites?
Yes, that was.
I loved that as a kid. Oh, and all that. Damn it.
Prometheus and Bob project. It's basically about an alien trying to teach a caveman,
yeah,
how to be a man, and the caveman
brilliant.
says, "Oh God!"
what the
Now
hell?
Joe's gonna take that clip and he's gonna make it into a donation.
Yeah, there's another clip. Man, if I mix that together with some of your other sound clips, we could really make you sound like a pedophile.
Oh, thanks, Joe.
I'm just
You were
kidding.
right, though. That was a great friggin' show. I love Prometheus and Bob.
Angry Beavers. What was it?
What'd you know about Angry Beavers, Tommy?
Oh, I loved Angry Beavers. It was
Did
one of my.
you?
Yes.
That's what happens when you don't bang your wife, assuming your wife wants sex.
Yeah, you're not supposed to make the beaver angry, Tommy.
No, the cartoon.
Oh.
Angry Beavers. I'm talking about all
That
the
was
Nick,
a weird
all
show.
the awesome.
What? Oh.
Melt Man with his power to melt. Stinky Diver. Doing the stinkiest jobs that anybody else wouldn't do.
I never saw Angry Beavers.
No.
I heard of it, though. I think my kid almost watched it for a second. Then he was like, no, I'm not stupid.
Action Heroes Now. Yeah, Action Heroes Now. All the superheroes, like the Flash with he's being super nude.
Wow.
Yeah, Ren and Stimpy was the shit.
I'm just gonna keep Tommy on because everybody wanted him off the show they were like freaking out. Nobody voted him off last Friday, so now I'm just gonna give people the triple dose of Tommy.
You're just gonna load it up.
I'm gonna load
nice
it up.
and thick.
I'm gonna leave Tommy on. Whatever you wanted him off, but you didn't. Well, here he is. Now
Here
you
he
got
is.
you got
That's
a
right, Tommy.
double dose of Tommy. We might even put McKinnon on at some point. We'll see what.
Oh, there we
my
go.
God. Well, Jake,
Make
we
it
got
real
any
party.
other?
I got a bunch of shit here.
Let's
so,
go through some of the other news. Yeah.
Like we said, a lot of the females are not happy with the way that the show has been booked for Evolution, and one of those in particular is Mickey James.
Oh, Mickey James is mad, everyone.
Yeah.
Racist British Finton.
Oh, here we
what
go.
the fuck? Oh my God, I'm sorry, Tommy. This is fucked up.
My hillbilly cousin Tommy is embarrassing to our royal family. He brings a new meaning to spotted dick. Tommy's spotted dick is when he pulls out of Hamza's asshole with spots of shit on his cock. Tommy likes the Earl Grey tea bag.
It's like somebody's tickling Joe over there, Tommy. You hear this?
I'm gonna fucking lose it. Oh my God! Oh my God, dude! I'm gonna fucking die. I'm going to fucking die. I'm gonna die.
Die or come.
My hillbilly cousin Tommy is embarrassing to our royal family. He brings a new meaning to spotted dick. Tommy's spotted dick is when he pulls out of Hamza's asshole with spots of shit on his cock. Tommy likes the Earl Grey tea bag.
I'm out of this one.
Oh my god, dude. I am really gonna die on this show.
Frog off. Interesting fact about spotted dick.
Yeah.
What is it? My English friend Mark Tiger said that they didn't sell spotted dick, and he's part of England. And I found a spotted dick in my local grocery store, and I made this care package and I mailed it to England. And he's like, Tommy, they sell spotted dick here, and I'm like, you told me they didn't have spotted dick, so I mailed it to you.
You mailed the thing that like they always have there. Like we're the ones that shouldn't have it. That's
It's
funny
like
though,
mailing
Tommy.
a gun to somebody in the U.S. You know, just
Yeah, hey, look, hey, America, look. I thought you'd like to see this. It's a handgun. They thought you didn't have these there.
It's an assault rifle.
You know, one of my thoughts is, what if we had never called the gun a gun? What if we just called it a boomstick? And I'm like, yeah, look at the size of my boomstick here. It's like, it's really big and it shoots really far. And we didn't call it a scope. We just called it an eyeglass. It's like, yeah, let me look through my eyeglass here, see if I can hit this sucker with my boomstick and my eye scope.
Did you really think of that, Tommy? Or did you rip that off somebody?
No, I thought of that. I kind of thought of that, you know, like traditionally the things that we have in our modern world today, what if they had it named a TV, or, you know, like they just called it the viewing box or the viewing box. Or,
you know, some things in England are like that. Like and even in America, like if you go to some other countries, you know, like your pants are called trousers.
Yes.
So you're like, oh, my pants. People are like, what? Are you talking about your underwear? And we're like, no, my pants. And like, your underwear? It's like, you got to say trousers, my trousers. The lift.
Mark says that to me all the time. He says, my trousers, Tommy. And I'm like, you mean your pants? He's like, no, Tommy, my trousers. And I'm like, okay, English talk.
Well,
okay,
that fucker, I mean, he jerks off to ponies. So, I mean, you know.
It crossed my mind that they were fucking.
He's engaged, by the way.
I didn't say he was gay. I just said he fucks ponies.
No, engaged to a woman.
I don't care if he's married to a supermodel. He still jerks off to ponies.
You think, but he doesn't.
Yeah, I don't think.
Taking over the world, Joe.
I actually don't think I know he does. Dude, he's got them all over his room. He's got
that's
pillows and blankets and about 19 of the ponies all lined up like pretty little maids.
I mean, it crossed my mind that they were fucking.
You know, that's just he's doing it, man.
Something else.
Oh God.
He's doing it, dude. I know it.
He's an entertainer like me.
He's got to be. He's running around with one of those freaking stuffed animal heads on, raping dogs.
I'm gonna die, dude. I'm really having problems. Like, this cough I have won't go away, and like this is just fucking adding to it. Like, it's really adding to it. Hey, Matt the Misfit's on the phone. What's up, Matt?
I'm dead after those fucking British donations, man.
I can't wait till monetize this. It's gonna be really weird.
I mean, holy shit. I'm like, what the fuck? But you know, the whole fucking this week in wrestling has been weird. We've had 2 heel turns in the week of wrestling, by the way.
Yeah, it's weird.
Gargano tonight, and
yeah. By the way, Meiko Satomura versus Tony Storm. That is all. Fuck the Evolution pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Oh God, yeah. Fuck that whole thing. That thing's stuff, dude. It's a mess right now. Hey,
well, they're saying too that's what Mickie James was talking about. She's saying Alexa will definitely be there on Sunday. I know she's getting better. She said this to Busted Open Radio. She said, I try and talk to her every day. She's getting better. Obviously, we know this isn't ballet. It comes with the territory. So, you know, as long as it's what's best for business and their long-term health and everything else like that, I have no doubts that regardless, we'll all be out there. It'll be amazing. And Sasha Banks tweeted out saying, I want to work with Mickie James so bad too, with like a little sad face, saying that Alicia Fox shouldn't be filling in case Alexa can't work. It should be Sasha Banks, which I agree. I'd rather see Sasha in this match tenfold than Alicia Fox. I don't even see how Alicia fits in any of this.
Dude, they're probably just forcing her in all out of nowhere in case. You know what I mean? In case.
Well, that's what it is, and
if she wasn't on the show that bad, put her in the Battle Royal.
She is in the Battle Royal from last what I heard.
Well, and another thing that pissed me off with I kind of didn't to a degree like that thing with Becky Lynch last night.
Yeah.
Because Charlotte, they had the balls. To have
I know
Charlotte
this pissed you off.
say the words, the first ever last woman standing match with Nikki fucking Cross.
In this future, Tommy fucks me while sipping tea and sticking crumpets in my ass while Jake and Hamza paddles me.
Oh my god. British future Joe.
Apparently, the future you gets an accent now.
But yeah, that pissed me off. Nikki Cross is standing 5 feet away from her, and they legit had her say that shit.
Yeah, because Nikki Cross and Oscar already had their,
And watch that match. Watch their match be shit, and then people say,
What a scrumptious round boy Thomas Finton is. Much flubber, much to love. Come over here, Thomas, and warm my head with your fat bosom, man tits, you soft chap. I will make you a delicious breakfast as soon as you bend over and take your must-needed spanking.
What a scrumptious round boy.
Are we sure Captain Big Ones isn't like hacking into the donations?
Dude, Captain Big Ones now is the donations. He is now taking
I was educated at Oxford. I hold 2 degrees and was once considered the leading authority on fine dining, and now my job is to make this fat Irish asshole laugh. Fuck my life. Shit, piss, cunt, cocksucker, motherfucker, and tits.
Trained at Oxford.
Oh my god, Leah, I think I need to see a doctor on this cough.
Like, I think somebody might die and monetize this after this.
It's possible.
Like, why do I still have this cough?
Oh
my god.
2 degrees and was once considering the leading authority on fine dining. That's so fucking good.
Dude,
thank you, Sense of Morality, and Max Clifford before that.
I gotta hear that again. That was just too fucking funny. If I could play that again. I'm dying.
So Jake, the whole Alistair Black thing, when I sent you about that.
Yeah, that was one of the things I was going to bring up too. That was very touching of him to say how, Roman really showed that he's a true locker room leader, because Alistair would go ahead and on the tours he'd clean, the locker rooms and make sure everybody had water after matches. He grew up and learned, the old way of wrestling was all about respect. And Roman approached him and said, you don't have to clean. You've earned your spot here. You've earned your keep. I want you to enjoy yourself. And Roman always kind of looked out for him. And, they didn't have too many interactions, but every time he did, it was always, exemplary. So it was very touching. Madison Square Garden, posted a get well soon. We saw that was really nice. They said get well soon, Roman Reigns.
It's also Ciampa even
yeah. I mean everybody, even Ring of Honor went ahead and made a posting as well. So that was nice.
Well, everybody wants to be trending, so.
I thought it was funny. Somebody commented underneath the Ciampa's post and was like, "See, even the black card has a heart."
Yeah. I'm a cynical bastard. When I see all these people who normally wouldn't say whatever, like some people go, "Oh man, that's so nice. Everybody's coming together." Like my cynical ass is like, "No, there's someone in like the Twitter like, make sure you tweet something with the Roman Reigns thing. It's trending everywhere." You know what I mean? Like really. That. I picture it being more like we have to do this because like, oh my god, we'll get attention for it.
Yeah, I love that Dean heel turn the other night. I mean, like they put it in your mind at the beginning of the show that nothing was going to break those 3 up. That's all, and all night long you had Roman in your mind. Boom.
Yeah, well, I mean, it said here that the heel turn absolutely was not scheduled for that night.
I'm gonna go get some Mucinex. I'll be right back.
Take place at Survivor Series.
I got some Mucinex. I'll be right back, Jake.
All right.
I heard that would work. I got
to turn heel on Monday. The actual plan was that he was going to turn at Survivor Series. They moved it up and specifically did it to capitalize on the emotion of a guy who's home to fight for his life. And I thought it was perfect. Like you said, it worked out so well, and it was the first time in a very, very long time that, Raw or Smackdown, I mean, WWE TV in general, has invoked any real emotion. The last time I felt myself get upset, I think, was when Undertaker kind of made it like he was retiring when he left his gear in the ring after facing Roman.
When they did that, I'm like, wait, what's going on? And then like later on, I'm like, is he done?
Yeah, And I mean, everybody asking why at this point. I mean, Dean, the week before or 2 weeks ago, you know, when he after he did that back and forth, you know, little run gag between the two teams, between the Shield and the Dogs of War, the week after he was interviewed, and he said, you know, people said if there's truth to the things that was said last week, Seth and Roman are champions. I have nothing. I was a champion all on my own before. Come to think of it, when I went down with an injury, Seth replaced me with Jason Jordan very quickly. You know, he said people are asking questions. Am I going to turn my back on the Shield? Maybe I'll just wait for the perfect time when nobody's looking, nobody's watching, the perfect time for me to slip the knife right in their backs. And lo and behold, that's exactly what happened.
Yeah,
so he said it all 2 weeks ago. They've been setting this up. But the fact that they capitalized so perfectly, it did the whole angle great justice.
Yeah, a lot of people were like, well, why didn't they just wait to do it? I'm like, because if they did it then, no one's going to care about it. They did it right there and then. And here's the great thing about it. They're going to make you want to watch next week.
Oh, absolutely. You want to see what's going to happen. And I'm
never
also
say that about
hearing
Raw.
I know. And lo and behold, you know, so many people are focused on the tag titles as well, as you should be. Mm-hmm. And they made sure to change the titles and shoot an angle. So now we either have tag champions who hate each other or titles will just be vacated. Well, I guess they don't want to vacate the titles since the Universal title had to be vacated already. And as you jokingly said, you know, vacant is the GOAT.
Goat.
So, excuse me, the plan, I guess, at this point in time is that Seth might defend the titles by himself. Dean screws him over, and that's how they lose the match. You know, Seth says he's going to go out there.
Have the tag titles and they didn't defend them by themselves. I don't remember who it was, but they did.
They said Braun couldn't go for the titles by himself, and that's why he had to have Nicholas.
Went and did that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, but you guys were talking
Daniel
about
Bryan defended the titles by himself when Kane couldn't come out. So
yeah.
It's to whatever they feel for their liking. You know.
Yeah, you guys were talking about chair shots earlier, and I was like, it brought me back to the time when Taker waffled Mr. Kennedy with that fucking chair.
Yeah,
the blood match.
That was brutal.
Christ.
Kennedy took a lot of bad shots.
WWE TV, and WWE doesn't want you to remember any of those matches at all. They just want you to remember the PG world, but you know they're still
remember our first last woman standing match that happened last year.
Well, they don't want anything NXT is you know you know they can retcon all that. That's not canon.
Yeah, it's like apparently Sanity the fucking gutters hell and shit and fucking.
And speaking of, you know, Sunday's Evolution pay-per-view, the commentary team is Michael Cole, Renee Young, and Beth Phoenix.
So basically, Mae Young Classic is calling.
Essentially, yeah.
Not that I mean, a lot of people don't like. It's okay. It's not like
it's okay. It's not been awful, but it certainly could be a bit better.
I mean, the matches are great.
Well, I'm saying as far as commentary goes, though, I mean, Renee Young did a better job with the classic, so I'm hoping that. Well,
that's because she doesn't have like Vince McMahon in her ear every.
Yeah, I'm hoping that Evolution she'll get to kind of be more of that in the same. But
really, I don't even want Charlotte and Becky the main event. At the match I want to see main event is Toni Storm and Io Shirai. That's going to tear the fucking house down.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens, but I think the main event itself is probably going to be Ronda Rousey.
I'm like, I hope they don't fucking neuter the fucking Mae Young Classic match because of Ronda Rousey and Nikki Bella. Those two need at least like 30 minutes to do it.
Oh, they won't get that. They'll get 12 max.
My question is, where was Vince when Roman Reigns came back into gorilla position? You know, like he was giving everybody hugs and everything. And I was like, you know, because he was leaving. Where was Vince? Why was he not able to hug his golden boy?
Well, here's the thing, though. They were shooting that, and he got up, but then they cut right to Triple H.
Yeah.
So
he was there, but they didn't cut to him? They just cut to
Vince was there.
Of course he's there. He runs the damn show.
Yeah. They just edited it so it looked like he just went right to Triple H afterwards. But I even think you could slightly see him in one quick frame. I got to double check. But
you know, you guys were talking about Braun Strowman winning the belt. No one's brought this up though, but I think no one's winning the belt at Crown Jewel. I think Drew McIntyre is going to go out there and royally screw both of them out of the title.
I had that thought pass my mind at one point, but I really don't think that they'll go ahead and have anybody, go ahead and not win. They really need some.
Way, they're setting up Drew and Braun for the title. That's what they're going to be doing.
I got a funny story for you. I met Drew McIntyre face to face. I was at a wrestling event in Florida when I went to Wrestling Darlings when I met Joe. And Adam Pacitti was running the event, and I walk out the back because I got the VIP pass.
Brian Zane knows running the event.
Brian Zane. I look up and I see there's this massive dude, and I realize who it is. I'm like, oh my. But I'm like, oh my gosh. And I was just like, can I get a picture with you? And he's like, I'm a big fan of you. I watched you a long time ago before you left WWE. And he's like, sure. He's like, oh my gosh, I'm standing next to Sergeant Slaughter's son. And they took the picture, but I'm busting out laughing because before they took the picture, he says underneath his breath, he's like, I'm standing next to Sergeant Slaughter's son.
Oh, he said that about you, yeah. Hey, you know what's weird? You know what's weird, Tommy, is number one, we've had him on the show, and he's come on the show for an interview. But also, Drew was sometimes watching Monetize This, so he might have saw you on Monetize This, and he doesn't even realize it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because he would be like, "You guys are fucking." He'd be like, "You guys are funny, mate. You guys are weird." And he was talking about.
I found out. I was watching NXT UK earlier today, and I believe I heard. I think it was Nigel say that Wolfgang was trained by McIntyre.
Really, I didn't even know he had time to train anybody. That's crazy. It makes sense.
McIntyre is awesome, man.
Yeah, he really is a good dude. Like I fucking love McIntyre. I'm glad you met. I told you, Tommy. I was like, you're gonna like this guy. He's great. And
Wait, isn't that the same weekend where he showed up at a Takeover in the Crown?
Yeah, I think it might have been. Yeah, because it was WrestleMania. Yeah, because we had just had him on. When we had him on, he got released from Impact. Because we were like, he was like, I don't know. He started working over in the UK again, and he was talking about how he was kind of like, freaked out about the future with stuff, and how he was taking as many jobs as he could, and whatever the fuck else. I don't know.
I don't think he was at the Chicago, but I know for a fact because he had wrestled, was it Bobby Roode to win the NXT title that night at Brooklyn, I believe it was.
I think so.
Yeah.
So,
that guy's doing great as an NXT call-up. I mean, not a lot of. Yeah, I mean,
he's done well. I wouldn't say great yet, but he's also looking at getting a really good singles push now. So he's gonna be good. He's gonna be better.
Yeah, better than what he was when he was first in WWE. I can do that.
Speaking of odd pushes and whatnot, I mean, we just saw Lashley, working to this heel turn angle, and now it's reported that he's been working hurt, and he's not expecting to take any time off with the injury, but it's going to lessen his TV time overall until he's fully healed.
Good. I don't want to hear Leo Rush anymore for a while.
So, I mean, there's just another one injured, so that's why they're really going to need the heels to step it up on Raw because, I mean, this just messes more plans up badly. And then I did say it the other day, we had seen, people pointing out that they saw those signs of we want women's tag championships at Raw and SmackDown, and now it's being reported that, security handed out signs to the fans in attendance, so they were plants. It wasn't anybody.
I saw those. I'm like, there's no way the ones that asked for that.
They were trying to say that it was, fans bringing them to hand out to people. No. But no, they have shots of security handing out the signs.
The show.
Yeah.
I don't even want tag titles. They can't even book their main roster women right anyways. Why the fuck would I want tag titles?
Now I'm hearing that they're not going to debut them, but it keeps going back and forth. I don't know where they would, though. There's no spot on the Evolution card for them to debut them.
There's not even a lot of matches at Evolution. There's a 4-hour show.
It's a 3-hour show, I'm hearing.
No, I looked up. It's 7 p.m.
Isn't that the start of the pre-show?
That's the start of the pay-per-view.
That's the start of the pay-per-view?
Yeah.
Yeah, because last I had heard, they're saying it was only going to be a 3-hour show with an hour start.
Unless they do give Tony and Try like 20 minutes, and then Charlotte and Becky like 20 minutes, I guess that'll work.
Yeah, no, it says here, you're right. 6 p.m. kickoff, 7 p.m. start. So
at least there isn't a kickoff match. I can.
Yeah, I mean, what would they have? So
Battle.
Well, it still could be a 3-hour show. I mean, everything I had heard up until now said that it was going to be. It depends on how much time, but they don't have enough for 4 hours here. They really don't.
And if they have, since they're going to have this battle royal and Asuka's in it, if Asuka doesn't win this battle royal, then there's no point in doing this battle royal at all.
She's not going to win.
Because to me, Asuka and Ember Moon deserve better than that shit.
I think Ember Moon stands a chance just because she's been focused and featured more. But
here's the problem, though. That's not going to happen because Ronda Rousey's champion.
Yeah, it's not going to happen at this point.
I mean, a lot of people say she's not the female Brock Lesnar, but then if you think about it, she kind of is, because they gave her the title, and now no one else is going to be able to have that title until Charlotte takes it.
But I mean, who else are they going to throw in there? I mean, you got Tamina Snuka, Billie Kay, Peyton Royce, Ember Moon, Alicia Fox, Nia Jax, Dana Brooke, Asuka, Mandy Rose, Sonya Deville, Carmella.
I mean,
Lana. I mean, I could see Carmella winning it even as a face at this point.
I mean, I'm a little shocked they haven't even thrown the NXT talent in that battle royal.
That's why I said I don't know why they didn't bring up more to fight on the show. They should have been featuring people like Baszler and Kairi Sane and Shy Storm.
No, they waited till the week of the pay-per-view to actually promote the NXT Women's title match.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They waited till this week, and then on top of it, I mean, they should have known this, and they should have been bringing these women up to Raw and SmackDown the entire time.
I mean, I understand they couldn't promote the finals.
The UK and the finals.
They're not going to do the UK title match though.
So I'm hearing, but
no, because they're not. Because that
they're still too far behind.
Yeah, they're currently airing the shows that were taped in July. I'm not going to spoil who won the title, but that didn't being taped until August.
Yeah.
So they most likely won't, because WWE I don't think has ever put advertised a match without the airing of the taping yet.
Yeah, well, without that, you got 7 matches. You got both women's championships. You've got Trish and Lita versus Mickie James +1, because we don't know if Alexa's going to be ready. You got Sasha Bailey and Natalya against the Riot Squad. You got the NXT. You got the Mae Young Classic final, and then the Battle Royal.
The only reason I'm watching this show is for those 3 NXT matches, or those 2 NXT matches at least.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of at this point. So,
I mean, because
are those matches even going to be on the main show? Or are they just going to be like a pre-show since they're NXT? Are those going to be like?
Watch them throw it on the kickoff show.
If they do that, you realize how. Oh my God! I really hope Triple H is running that show. If Triple H is running that. If I'm telling you right now, if Triple H was running that show, Nikki Bella would not be in the main event. He'd be throwing NXT in the main event.
He wouldn't have the right to do that. He would never be able to put NXT over either women's championship.
I don't know. I mean, he.
As much as you love it, that would be a cold day in hell before they would go ahead. And even if it was Triple H running it, he knows how talented the women are down there. He would still not be able to do that. That's just bad for business.
They're going to Saudi Arabia, so what does it matter?
Yeah, exactly. But I mean,
Venkit will be replacing. Venkit will be making his presence once again at Evolution.
We'll see.
Put him in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah. I mean, really, when we run it through, I think Ronda will likely retain here. I don't see how, and I don't think the Bellas are going to continue much past this.
Watch them put the belt on Nikki Bella just because we said they're not going to do it.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm going to throw up.
Yeah.
Dude, that Mucinex is disgusting, bro. That mint Mucinex. Ugh.
Yeah.
That stuff is...
Dude, I'd rather chug gin, like anything.
Vodka.
Let me.
Charlotte is supposed to supposed to win the title back from Becky. So.
Oh my God!
I heard that too. That's really is a big rumor, like a real thing that's coming.
I am fagged by Tommy. On my worst bender I never had collie wobbles like that daft cow Tommy. I am knackered on the piss ready to rumpy pumpy my stonker into Tommy the Tosser's anus. Tommy always throws a spanner in the works. Back to you, Mean Gene.
Dude, Lord Alfred Hayes. Lord Alfred Hayes. Man, was he tiny. Lord Alfred Hayes was a short guy. At least he seemed like
that
it.
brought me up with a cool idea.
Oh boy.
Am I so funny, Mr. Cronin? Do I make you laugh? Well, fuck you right in your silly hole. Oh, and look, we now see the Tommy North Carolina in its natural habitat. It's currently gestating its yo. Wait, it's a male. Oh, so it's just fat? Never mind.
Fuck you, asshole.
That's so mean. The essence of morality. Thank you.
Joe, you know, be hilarious for monetize this.
Take your foot and shove it up your ass.
In this future, Master Thomas rapes me with class. He always is gentle with my little bloody asshole. What's that, Master Thomas? He says Jake next.
British future Joe. Dude, yeah, monetize this is gonna be nuts with this.
You and Ken should do it. Ryback versus Jesse Ventura.
Oh yeah, we should have a fight. I'll be Ventura. He could be Ryback. Yeah, that'd be funny. We should do that, but who is better in their wrestling days?
Theory going on.
So when is the network going to $15? I got email about it author day. Does it seem worth it?
I think the network going to be $15. I would personally enjoy it myself to get rid of ads and to get some new features. I would
they're
go.
going to supposedly air some of the like house show type things. You're going to have access to a whole breadth and set of new content. So it seems like it'll be worth it overall.
I don't think you know how hard it was for me to find that voice. I was like, you know what? Everybody has either done the same thing I've done or copied it or done the same sort of whatever with donations and stuff like that on YouTube. And I was like, well, how can I do something different? So I was like, fuck it, I'll just fuck around with the voices. But then I meant to change it back, but it stayed on there. So I guess that ended up working out. I mean, even fucking, I had to do something different. Everybody has the same voice, and everybody started doing what I do. I mean, dude, even fucking everybody admits it. My old Tommy and Dave and everybody else, they all fucking admitted it. Even Ken admitted it to everybody. Remember that?
I don't know. I think Connors is the British one. I'm not sure. I have to ask him that one.
Oh, really? Well, fuck him.
Donation prize.
Even Ken admits that this happened. Ready?
Donation thing from Cronin. And we'll tell you that yes, we did get our start from Joe, and we did rob the format.
Everyone. Everyone would admit it, man. I mean, it's just what happened. So I decided to change it to a British voice. So nobody.
What other accents do they have on there?
Nobody will ever get the British voice. Yeah, if does Connor really use it? If he does, then fuck.
I don't know. He might have changed it. I'm not 100% sure, but I do know at one point he had it.
Fuck him. Fuck you, Connor. He's not here tonight.
I think he just used it just because it was random, I guess.
Yeah, sometimes it does randomize it. Actually, on honesty, it does randomize it. But no, tonight I was like, you know what? I want to do something different. But then I changed my mind. I'm like, now I'll go back to the original one. And I didn't hit save. So even though I had saved the British one, I was going to go back to the old one. But I forgot. And when it first played earlier, I was like, oh, no. But then I realized it was pretty goddamn funny. So,
the old one's kind of like irrelevant at this point.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It sounds funny. It's fucking funny.
Joe, I know this is off topic, but you want to know an interesting fact?
What's that?
When I was in Florida, you want to know why I didn't say JD's name when I first met you?
When you first met me, yeah, you said this the other day. I mean, you said something. I don't think it was true though. You just said like, I knew he was a scumbag or something. Like you made up something.
No, it's because when I walked in, I forgot JD's name. I was like, I walk out and said, here with the legendary Joe Cronin, and then JD's like walking up to me with his vlogging camera, and I'm like, oh, brain fart, I forgot his name. And I'm like,
you should have called him filthy cunt. Oh, you're that cunt guy.
Well, I couldn't call him a filthy cunt because he was the one, besides you, he was the one that invited me to that place. He was the one that sent me the directions to the house where you guys were staying at.
Oh, right. Oh, my bunghole is inside my face. By the way, Connor fucked up his back tonight. That's why.
Does AJ Lee show up Sunday? If she did, it will be overshadowed with CM Punk chants.
That's right.
She's not gonna show up.
That's probably why she won't, yeah. Because if she ever shows up, they are going to chant CM Punk, which is fucked up.
I don't even think that's the reason why. I don't think they've actually asked her to show up because of that reason. Right
I
there.
hate her, so I hope she doesn't show up. Like, I legit hate her. I hate her.
I don't hate her. I don't like,
No, I hate her. I hate her so much that, like, anybody that looks like AJ Lee, we should take them and put them in a camp.
What is the reason you hate her for, Joe?
Nothing. I'm just kidding. No, I just don't like. I hated her as the GM. That was the worst thing I ever saw, and I can't really think of a match that she was good in. I don't understand the hype behind her at all.
Let's
light it up, let it. Like, what did she do?
I think it's because they had, I guess, a restraint on her or something like that with matches, like like they do now.
Yeah, I mean, I guess so. I mean, she just wasn't good either. Yeah.
I wonder if they had her let her go down to NXT and see what happens.
Yeah, maybe in NXT she would have been good. Yeah, maybe. She had that pipe bomb once, but it was like it already been like that with her. It had already been like, oh my god, she's amazing, the best ever. Like, it was already like that before that pipe bomb, and there was nothing to her at that point. So then when the pipe bomb thing happened, it was like, wow, that was pretty cool. But then, again, she didn't do anything to me. Like, she was very small. She did the Shining Wizard sometimes. That was kind of cool. And then her as a GM was enraging. Like, so I
still don't know why they did that.
I didn't hate the entire time with her in the GM role, but I think because I was so sick of the guest host and celebrity thing, and then between the anonymous and the celebrity thing, I was more okay with her being there. It was still bad, but
that reveal that of the computer GM was just god awful.
All that for nothing.
Yeah, everyone legit thought it was either like Stone Cold or some shit like that.
There was a lot of potential there, and yet again, it just got ruined.
Emails would be in like
dialogue. Is she Jewish?
Like Stone Cold.
Oh my god, is HA Jewish? I was just meant like anybody that looks like her. I didn't know she was Jewish. Oh my god, oops.
That's what, again, they have
like legit anyone that looks like her. Like, oh, that girl looks like AJ Lee. Like, anybody like that, lock them up. That was the joke, you dummy. Nobody knew she was Jewish. Nice try.
Whoops.
That is kind of funny though now.
I don't see why they have to go with Charlotte winning Sunday though.
I couldn't. Quite... You know what? Let them all win. Let everybody lose. Let them win. It won't matter. This show sucks.
Why give up on Becky already? It feels like. What was all this for then?
I don't know, but she's been great.
Because we're not cheering Charlotte. Why?
Yeah, maybe they're like,
it's not going to get her cheered if she wins though.
We didn't do what we wanted them to.
By the way, Becky, who's a heel, actually said that she would beat up Rhea Ripley, who's also a heel. Just throwing it out there.
Ripley is, by the way, Rhea Ripley or whatever. That is, she's Baron Corbin too. She's Baron Corbin, the female.
Yeah.
Monday Night Joe hates Puerto Ricans. No, I love Puerto Ricans.
There's a difference between Rhea Ripley and Baron Corbin. People actually like Rhea Ripley.
She has hair. Oh, yeah, and she has hair.
And she can wrestle.
How about that? What was that move that she hit at the end the other day? Or she got DDT'd. It was like a tornado reverse something. I don't remember. It was crazy though. I remember that match.
Oh yeah, she sold the shit out of that.
Oh yeah, that was the last one she had. Here it is. Let's light it up, slide it up. I hate that music.
I couldn't stand the entrance.
Give it a hell yeah!
Joe Master Thomas says every time I call him Tommy when he Chester he tickles my tickly willy. It not as painful as you may think. He just tells me stick a trumpet in my mouth and shut up.
Wow. Stick a crumpet in my mouth and shut up.
And my favorite thing about these donations is when they actually read the emojis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm angry. Like the best is like
sad face.
Pineapple sad face. Dog collar. Dog house.
Super chat party.
We should end evolution PPV with a lesbian orgy.
Wow, that if we could only wish. William Jones. William
Trish
Jones.
and Lita are going down on each other. Mickey James is finally getting Trish's snatch in her mouth like she wanted all those years ago. You know,
I've never seen someone get a whole carpet in their mouth.
I mean, it was something that Eric Bischoff wanted to do.
Yeah. Yeah, Eric knows what's up.
Yeah, just chanting HLA.
Remember his website? Yeah.
When I did the interview with the Baited podcast back in the day, I talked with Colossal's Crazy, and I was wanting Colossal to do a little side project where it was like a dream state about Colossal killing Keemstar and having it like kind of a funny joke steam, like a dream or something like that. And but he never went through and did it. I was trying to work on him, but he would never do it.
Probably like, you're mad, Tommy. You know you're mad, Tommy. I talked to him the other day. I yelled at him the other day, actually. I begged him to blow me. And I yelled. I yelled at him to beg. I begged him to blow me. Well, I don't think he knew I was talking to him, but I was talking to him. Yeah, there was too many people in the Discord for him to hear me. I was like, I want you to blow me. Say you'll blow me. And if I got him saying that, I was gonna keep that forever in my own little phone. I've been saying, Joe, I'll blow you.
Keep it in your
didn't
heart.
work out. Yeah, it kept it in my heart. It would have been a beautiful thing, quite frankly. But any other news, Jake?
That's it.
Boom.
I love what Sean said in the chat. We're talking about crushing pussy, and then Tommy talks about clown. He said, "What's this got to do with crushing puss?" Shut up.
Yeah. Well, Tommy's like, "Oh no, a woman? I need a cock."
Talking about a vagina? Did I tell you when I was on the podcast?
That's just Tommy. He's like, I know people. I talked to
Donald Trump.
I talked to Colossus Crazy. I talked to Drew
Tommy,
McIntyre. Did I remember one time I was on MTV?
I never said that. I mean, I wasn't trying to.
You're like Al Bundy. You're like,
just
remember
before
when
you
I
were
scored 4 touchdowns in high school in one game?
You called me and I answered the phone. And I said, "Hey, Tommy, what's up?" And you said, Daniel Tosh. And I was like, "Oh God, here we go." You know
what?
Tommy, you know what I played on Patreon for all the patrons the other day was, and by the way, if you're not a patron, sign the fuck up now and fucking keep my show on the air. And also, you get 30 hours of extra bonus shit. But on Patreon, I put up the that guy that threatened you. Like, he was like threatening you if you didn't give him a shout out. That was the greatest thing ever. I found a clip of it the other day.
I remember that, and
what a cunt.
I remember that. I gave him a shout out and then I blocked him, I think.
Yeah, that guy was a dickhead, dude. That guy really was a dickhead. I also put up an old fight with Dave Rose. So that's actually up there too. That's just for the fun of it. I just put up this weird fight that we all had with Dave Rose. Like, everybody was fighting with him. So I put this up on Patreon for all the patrons.
I don't know. I thought once I'm done speaking, you say, Dave, you're
Oh my God, I remember
crazy.
that.
No, it isn't. You're crazy.
Take a drink, Dave.
Goddamn
Take a drink.
fucking.
Have another drink, bud. Have another drink. Dave.
Oh, God.
All right, give the guy listening right now can see.
The best is when this is exactly, by the way, what Dave Rose did to me when I was fighting with him the last time. And so it's funny. Tommy C actually picks up on it too, and he's like, "You're trying to get out of it," and Dave was.
Tommy C and down Dave.
He almost called you Tommy NC.
Don't want to allow me to at least to speak. You know what? If I could
do it, then do it. You have the floor now.
All Tommy said was, "That's right, Dave." That's all they still continue to not allow me to speak. You let me speak, and then if you totally disagree with me, fine. You point your you drunken idiot. All fuck Tommy. All Tommy said was, "You're right." Talk, you big fucking dummy. Stop yelling. Hey, bros, stop yelling and talk, you fucking moron. Jesus Christ, talk. Speak. Like this? Is that okay? You want me to talk like this? I'll talk like this, no problem. Talk, you fucking drunken tool. We're quiet. Talk. Well, you can't keep interrupting me if you want me to talk.
What the hell's the matter with you? Talk.
My name on the air, basically.
Yeah. Keep my yes. If you want to talk about me in a negative light.
Oh my god, dude. That fucking fight, dude, is out of control. Like, if you want to listen to that on Patreon, that is some funny fucking shit. But
yeah, I remember that.
That was great. But no, here's the guy. This is the guy who was threatening Tommy. So I guess Tommy, I put this on Patreon, but for the other people, I'll play some of it. Like, he wanted Tommy NC to shout him out, and because Tommy NC like forgot to shout him out in a video, this guy was like, "I'm making a video now, and you better shout me out. Like, you said you would help out."
He was like emphatic about it. Like, he was so desperate about this shout out.
Yeah, and he
Clout
said he was
chasing.
gonna have trolls attack Tommy's channel. It's like fucking, dude, this is retarded. Listen to this.
Tommy Fenton.
Can't, like, just
Oh,
Like,
wait.
the age we talking.
Yeah, like what's going on there? My eggs, my eggs.
I mean, your interview was classic because, like, the dude busts out a mask, fucking VHS out of nowhere. I'm like, what the fuck is this interview turned into?
I was laughing when his parents were yelling at him or something. He just kept like,
No, that happens on every video. But
Yeah, Tommy. Remember his parents used to yell Tommy? They'd be like, and he'd be like, "Just a second!" Like, and he'd be in the middle of interviewing somebody.
Ignition. Hey, Tommy.
Anyway, this is the guy's demands.
Oh my god, Jiminy Cricket.
Jesse.
Either
Yeah, Jesse's
that or you
losing
just
it.
see him quietly walk off with an axe.
might remember me. I'm the guy.
So this is after he's already slighted him. I'm gonna play that first, and then you can hear his shout out to it, because I think it's funnier this way.
Gave the half-ass shout out to. You didn't even know my name, and at the end of it, you said you were only doing it so I would leave you alone. Is this how you treat your fans? I'm a former Tommy head, and know from watching your videos that you talk about the small YouTubers frequently, and how they struggle to get any recognition or attention from bigger YouTubers. I thought you of all people would understand and be willing to give shout-outs.
By the way, at this time, Tommy only had 3,000 subs. But
Yeah,
this,
it wasn't like he
this guy was like, he's huge. Like, this guy had like 30 subs, and Tommy had 3,000.
It sounds like he's reading from a prompter or some shit.
It does. He's reading. You know, he wrote all this down. He's reading from a piece of paper.
And encouragement to other small YouTubers. I was wrong. I demand an apology immediately. I have contacted Quorum Siegel, aka Amazing Everyday Vlogs, and he has 50 trolls ready to attack your channel at any time if you do not apologize to me and give my channel a proper shout out. My channel name is DHill89. Assalamu alaikum.
And now I
It's
believe
a fucking terrorist video.
I sound like a fucking robot.
It's like a terrorist video, dude. I swear to God, you have this long to comply.
Yeah, you have this. You better comply. And he's serious. It's almost like he's missing that part of his brain. And
I'm waiting for him to cut someone's head off. I swear to God.
Here's Tommy's. Here's what he's mad about Tommy. Why he's mad at Tommy now.
Dog, apparently. So giving his videos he plays with. When I watched his channel, he wants me. I don't know his name. He keeps throwing his name out there, but
Tommy.
apparently he what he does is in his videos he plays with his chew toy with his dog. Apparently, so giving him a shout out. I don't know his name, but I did that so he'd stop bothering me, basically. No, I didn't say
Tommy, that was perfect.
I guess he was more of a dick than I thought he was.
I did that so he'd stop bothering me.
Good.
I have 50 trolls ready to attack your channel if you don't shout me out.
Don't know his name.
That's so good. Oh my god, that's so good.
Me and Tommy C are gonna die. But
there's that, infamous laugh track.
Ryan Vargas, what's up, man? Thanks for subbing to the channel. Anyway, that's up on Patreon. All those bonus clips, and then I did Morning Madness too this morning, so that's up. I talked about the church struck by lightning and some other things and blah blah blah, and it's all up there on Patreon. Yay! So, anything else, peoples? Anybody think about anything else?
News on my end.
Jesus.
We're gonna see what happens Sunday and see if we hear any more about Crown Jewel tomorrow. You're supposed to have their decision. We'll see.
We need about 500 trolls to attack Vince, if that's the case.
Yeah, really.
Red Dead comes out tomorrow night at midnight, right?
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute.
Delayed that
Is
game
it tonight? Isn't it out at midnight? Is that tonight?
Hold on.
Well, it will be midnight tonight since it's Thursday.
Well, it's 1, so it's already out then. Yeah. Oh, fuck. I should have been downloading it already. I want it. I fucked up, everyone.
I thought it comes out tomorrow at midnight.
Oh, it comes out tomorrow.
It is tomorrow at midnight. Okay, you fucking psychos.
I thought it got delayed again.
Really?
I'm thinking of this.
Is it tonight? I would have been. If it's tonight, then I'm pissed because I was gonna do a whole stream of it and everything.
No, October 26th.
It's October 26th.
So it comes out
Friday
today at midnight. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Friday at midnight.
Good. I was gonna lose my mind. I was like, "What? I pre-ordered it."
I forgot.
What's that, Tommy?
Joe, I might go see the new Halloween movie tomorrow, I think.
Yeah, let me know how you like it. I'm dying to see it. I was going to try and go last weekend. I had a pass, but it didn't work out. So
I'm going to try to see it Saturday is my plan.
It's just tomorrow.
Yeah, my question is, Jason gets a video game, so why does Michael Myers not get a video game? I think that would be interesting to play as Michael Myers, because you think about it, Michael Myers is quite intelligent for being a psychopath.
They're all working on a Michael Myers video game.
Oh, they are?
Yeah, I guess the same people who not the same people, but they're inspired. The guys who are making this game were inspired what the developers for Friday the 13th had done.
All right, so here's the deal. Apparently, there's something going on at Best Buy where you can get it at 9 p.m. tomorrow. So
is that Pacific?
Yeah,
maybe?
if
it comes out at midnight Eastern, 9 p.m. Pacific.
Is that a Pacific time, Leah?
I can look.
So it can come out at the same time everywhere?
Yeah, because it's 9 Pacific. I know that.
Because otherwise it's midnight here and then 3 a.m.
West
there.
Coast was like, oh, we get it earlier, and I'm like, we get it at the same time.
It might be all Best Buys though. I don't know. It doesn't say. It just says. It doesn't say.
9 p.m. at Best Buy. This is on Best Buy's website.
Whatever. I'll just pre-order it as normal. Yeah, well, tomorrow night will be a little bit of Red Dead after Throwdown, it looks like.
I want to play.
You can play with me.
You can't.
Yeah, we can take turns. We can play together.
Because if you family share, like I said, you can get it on both Xboxes for one copy.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh my God, you can play with me or you can play on me.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, go to any Best Buy store at 9 p.m. on Thursday, October 25th.
Jesus Christ. Tommy's 5.
Yeah, you can get it before midnight at Best Buy. She's right.
Yeah, you can get it before midnight at Best Buy. Yeah, it's a real thing, yeah.
So it is 9 p.m. at Best Buy, October 25th, Thursday.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Yep.
Yeah, my brother just got the Spider-Man game.
The digital doesn't go live till midnight, though.
Yeah, the digital's fucked. So Best Buy got some kind of crazy deal.
Yeah, 3 hours.
What a bunch of fuckers. Fuck you, Best Buy.
By the time you drive there, drive home, and then you have to download it off a disc.
Yeah, then you gotta download it on a disc. That's true.
So
Maybe that's why they did it.
And it's 100 gigs.
It's 100 gigs, dude. Yeah, dude. I don't even have space right now. I gotta delete something like right now.
Jesus, that makes it. I don't even want to delete any of my games. If that's the case.
Yeah, it's 100 gigs, and so by the time you go ahead and install it, I think it's 2 discs. Somebody said, which it would have to be.
Dude,
100
it's
gigs.
100 gigabytes. I don't want to delete my Madden with Tom Brady on it.
Hey,
I mean, it's not.
Well, no, all your data.
It's not
saves,
really
Joe.
deleted. Yeah, it's all saved.
Yeah,
it's just your
it all
hard
saves
drive.
to the cloud. You just get rid of the game, and then you can re-download it anytime you want.
It's on PlayStation and on Xbox.
Yeah.
Is the multiplayer going to be cross-platform? Do we remember? I don't remember.
No, there's no cross-platform.
No cross-platform.
PlayStation and Xbox yet, and it'll likely come to PC a year later.
Right.
Like they did with Grand Theft Auto 5.
There's what multiplayer game was it? Fortnite, I believe they just said they're going to start doing cross-platform.
Yeah, because PlayStation finally agreed, but they've been the ones that have held this up the whole time.
Today I was in the Halloween store and I was looking through there. What?
I don't know. Go ahead.
You're in the Halloween store.
He mentioned Fortnite, and I was saying I was in the Halloween store, and I look up and I'm like, there's Fortnite crap in the Halloween store for Halloween costumes. I'm like, oh God, I rolled my eyes because I'm like, are you kidding me? They have costumes.
Why wouldn't they? It's the biggest thing in the world.
I thought he said Fortnite crack a second ago.
Yeah, I mean, my son is going on Halloween. My son's going as Reaper from Overwatch. Like, of course they have costumes for Fortnite.
Dope.
Fortnite is crazy.
I just don't know what you're gonna have for costumes for Fortnite. I guess you could, because there's like no real like.
Yeah, it is
Overwatch
harder.
It's all characters.
Yeah, Overwatch makes sense.
There's only there's so many skins in Fortnite, but like, what are you gonna do?
I mean,
dress up as John Wick, you know?
You just need some like cargo army looking pants and like that type of clothes and boots, and then like one of those type of guns they have or something. You know, I got Gavin the dual guns for the Reaper thing, and they don't have the orange things on the end. Leah's like, he's gonna get shot. I'm like, he's not gonna get shot.
I haven't played Overwatch in like a year and a half.
Yeah, I haven't either.
I mean, I have the game, it's just I don't. It's
been a while.
Yeah.
We're going to be doing a tournament on WWE 2K, and there's going to be a way you can buy your way in if you want to be in it. We'll make your character after you with your name and all these things, or you can make your character and then send us the hashtag. We'll download it, and we're going to be doing a big tournament and whatever for the JCS 2K19 Championship. That's going to be fun. Ooh. So if you're interested in that, there's two ways. There'll be a way to purchase it on the website on joecroninshow.net to get involved in it, or you can just be a patron of a certain amount. I'll let you guys know all the details later. I'm just kind of stuffing that out there right now to let you think about it. If you're like Matt, if you're like a whatever it is, like so say it's $50 and above patrons are in it, and then other people can be in it. Whatever the case, I don't know what the numbers are yet. That way we can limit the amount of people, and 10 or 12 people will be in it. There'll be 12 spots or whatever. We'll have a rumble. The winner of the rumble. We'll face the other winner of the other Rumble. We're going to have like dual Rumbles, that type of thing. And then they'll face each other for the JCS title, and then we'll have their character defend it and all kinds of crazy stuff. It'll be weird.
I have the game, so,
You don't even need to play. It's not even like a player thing. We might do an online tournament too, but that's different. This is literally just making characters after people.
Question, do you think it's a little bit better than last year's game?
It's like it's weird. It's like it is. It's like it's better, but I feel like they're more. It feels like glitchier, but I like that because weird shit happens.
I mean, I'm enjoying it more than I did 2K18. That I can say that.
It seems like it's less repetitive.
It seems like the controls are better. Like they're more streamlined. I don't feel the input is as laggy as it was previously.
Hey, I'm still trying to figure out those paybacks. I mean, there's one, they had the green mist in there for the payback there. Yeah, apparently if you use it, the green mist stays on the face.
Oh, really?
I'm like, what? I mean, so somebody created the Great Muda and they decided to put that in there. I'm like, whoa.
Dude, somebody made leukemia like I said they would the other day. There's we
knew that was coming.
They got fucking Bex. Roman Reigns squaring off against leukemia. It's fucked up.
Little Bex said Friday the 13th is free on PlayStation this month.
We used to stream. We used to stream that.
We used to have fun with that. And then
remember the night it launched? Remember waiting like for hours to try to get it to work the night it launched?
It was so broken.
Now they're not going to be able to finish the game.
Yeah, because of all the cease and desists and
it's
stuff.
Like stupid, but. And they just, not that long ago, I guess did finally decide to do single player offline mode.
Yeah, where you go through and all the history stuff. And
I was waiting for the story campaign y'all guys were promising.
They were working on it. It was almost done, I guess. But.
They fucked up, man. That sucks.
Yeah,
that was gonna be fun.
Yeah, dude, man, I was also looking forward to that.
Went all to shit. Anyway, fuck, man, we're going to get the fuck out of here. I appreciate it. Matt the Misfit, thank you, Matt, for being here. You were good. Love you, bro. Good shit, Matt. I'll see you later, man. And Tommy NC 2010. Tommy, I'll see you either tomorrow night if you want to call in for Throwdown. You're welcome, of course. And then monetize this if you're welcome as well for that.
Oh, Joe, can I stay on and like after you end the show, I'd like to talk to you about some stuff, if that'll be okay with you.
Only if I can kill myself first. No, I'm just kidding.
Sure.
All right, goodbye, everybody. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening, and I will see you later. Maybe I'll do a video game stream either later, possibly, or tomorrow. I don't know. Feels kind of quiet, lame. I feel like sleepy time is coming. So we'll do one tomorrow, probably. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see you.
Over 50 million views. You're listening to The Joe Cronin Show. The Joe Cronin Show.
The Joe Cronin Show.
I hope you hang your mother. This country sucks! This place sucks! fucking asshole out and then spit it into your mouth, baby bird style.
See you guys Friday night for Monetize This at 11 p.m.
I'll fuck your ass! I wanna kill myself! If I think it sucks, I tell you!
The Joe Cronin Show.
In this future Master Thomas rapes me with class. He always is gentle with my little bloody asshole. What's that, Master Thomas? He says Jake next.